no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F16, kill the track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
Grateful, you need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate, so let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
F16, kill the track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap. Better log in, homie. Better log in, homie. Log in, homie. Better log in, log in.
All right. We in the building. Late night live. 11 p.m. turned into 11:15. You know, Playboy not with us today. Playboy has something to do. You could probably put him on the back.
No, that's good.
You know.
It's a little hot.
Let me get a mic check, G the Barber.
Mic check. G the Barber in for Playboy today.
Trap Boy, what up?
What up?
How you make it on the cast today?
I don't know. I'm surprised.
So, me too.
Yeah.
Weddle, what up?
It's cracking.
There we go. Let's turn on the cameras real quick. There we are. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Salute to everybody that's in the live. We are live tonight, Sunday. Damn. What's the day? Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Damn.
Damn.
Where are you?
When did we go shoot that vlog?
The day before yesterday.
Sunday?
Monday.
No, Monday.
Monday.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
That was just a little behind the scenes, but we actually we shot a gang of footage.
Yeah.
You know, what's it about?
I mean, I thought we were supposed to collaborate together, me and your brother. We basically the beginning of the end for me.
I didn't know what I was gonna name it because Playboy has a series, you know, where he's gonna like vlog with people about their lives, you know. So he went to this fool's house and he vlogged about his time on the run in Mexico because this fool was on the run in Mexico, and
Right, I seen that.
he vlogged about his. They had drinks together. You guys had like mixed drinks together.
Yeah.
Just to loosen up a little bit.
Yes, sir.
And then like the hypnotic with like the blue tropical drink. I don't know. It was like all blue and shit, you know.
Yeah.
And then they were talking about like the time that this fool was on the run in Mexico, and you know, showed around the house, showed the dogs.
Yeah. Basically, what I do on
seen the
my
dogs.
pastime.
Yeah.
But
So
good shit.
the roosters, you know, it's like a 2-hour video, but I gotta break it down to at least like 45 minutes. That's the hard part.
Just clip it.
Yeah, because an hour and a half, fool, that's a lot of ain't nobody sitting through an hour and a half.
A movie, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, like, you know,
Documentary.
exactly, or even you know, I mean, a trilogy. You know, I mean, a good ongoing show.
When you're browsing YouTube and you see 45 minutes, it's doable. But when you see an hour, 2 hours, you ain't clicking on it.
But there's only gonna be a periodic of events in there that you're gonna pay you attention. You know what I mean? That you're gonna be, oh yeah. But after that, you're like, man, fuck this. Now he's just talking out his ass.
No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. The hard part is actually watching it and clipping the parts that are actually important and putting it together where it makes sense.
Yeah, where it's needed. Yeah.
You know, so it comes out Friday.
I did get a chance to see a couple of the clips. I watched it. It was actually pretty good and interesting, the stuff he was talking about. Yeah, it caught me into it after I was listening and I was seeing what he was talking about and the way they were just interacting, like they were just chilling and talking. It was, you know what I mean? It kept you into it.
Most definitely. I think it's because of that. You know what I mean? But even the people walking in and out, and you know what I mean, the helicopter flying over and shit like that. I think that really, you know what I mean? It's just keeps everybody as odd because fucking that's the everyday life for us. You know what I mean?
And we pull out the drone and everything.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe he could do number one with you at the barbershop.
Even
Definitely.
That'd be
come through.
tight.
Yeah, sure.
Because you always got to work with what you have around you first.
Yeah.
Before you move on to
Like
like,
step out.
you know, other
Down the-
names.
yeah,
Like,
to other
we could
places.
reach out to anybody, fool, right? But the thing is to work with what you got first to build it, and then you can reach out to like bigger names and bigger artists and stuff like that. So maybe that would be a good idea.
That'd be a
since
good
you
idea.
live
I'm down with it.
And
I'm
you're
down
right
with
there,
it.
and you know you're right in the hood.
Yeah.
So I think
We
that'll
are
work.
definitely right in the
But
hood.
a name for it. What do you think a name for it would be? I thought a name for the segment would be like, I thought about the way we living vlog or something like that. How we living vlog or some shit like that. How we living or something like that. Because you can't name it hood vlog. That shit's just fucking.
What about a day in the life?
That too? But that sounds sort of
Yeah,
corny.
that's
and
I mean,
played
it doesn't
out.
sound
used
ghetto,
already.
but,
It's been
you
used
know?
already, so we're trying to come up with something unique. You know what I mean? Something all of our own.
Remember MTV Cribs?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was tight.
That was,
Yeah, that was cool.
You know.
You know exactly what you're.
But we can't do that because some people don't want us to film their houses. Like, who wants you to film where they live and sleep? You know what I mean?
Oh, I was gonna bring that up. Matter of fact, my neighbors were like, "Oh yeah, my address is right there on the fucking."
I
thing."
seen
was
that,
like,
but it's gonna be blurred out on the official one.
yeah. No, I kind
You know
of
what I
figured
mean?
you go clean it up.
Yeah,
so.
for sure. But maybe like how we living,
How we living sounds pretty cool.
how we living,
How we
because it's
living
really how
sounds
we
pretty
living,
cool.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Right?
That one sounds pretty cool. It sounds catchy too.
How we living?
How we living?
Shit.
And you
Roll
pull
it.
up like, hey, how we living? You know?
Or how you living? How we living? How you
That'll
living?
be a catchphrase. That's the catchphrase right there.
So maybe, you know,
Might have just found it right now.
right?
There it is. There it
There
is.
it is.
See,
Salute to everybody that's in the building. All right, make sure you guys hit the like button real quick. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. How was your day, Weddle, today?
Ooh, it was a rush. You know what I mean? I had to fly around everywhere. You know what I mean? Making my little. But I was in a lot of pain. But I got through it, and I'm here.
How about you, G the Barber?
It was good. Same thing as him. Just running around. Running around in the streets all day, hitting traffic left and right.
In the sun?
Sucks.
Sun sucks.
Damn. I haven't been outside in a long time, fool. I've been cooped up inside.
And then I took the vehicle today that doesn't have AC in it, so I was, oh man.
Which one? The white one?
No, the little red one.
Oh,
Yeah, I had somebody chauffeur me around today, so it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean?
you're used to riding in the trunks, fool. So
You know, that's not that I'm used to driving them in the trunk. You know what I mean? But there's times that
Fool.
long periods of time that I had to ride. I had to leave the house in the trunk. Yeah.
one time when I had King Little G over here, I told his fool, hey, fool, pull up. You know, bring something with you just to make sure we're safe. This fool brought a whole backpack full of stuff, right? And then when it's time for everybody to leave, I see this fool getting in the trunk of a car. Like, what are you doing, dog?
Yeah, but it wasn't like they had the back of the trunk up. I got in from the inside of the car to the trunk. Yes.
I go, what are you doing?
But I rode around like that for a while. I was on the run. You know what I mean? And I was riding dirty. I'm a hot boy, so.
And I was just like, what? I had never seen that. I've only seen it like I seen like Pablo Escobar do it. Remember?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's what I was about to say
Yeah,
too.
but
Yeah.
In the taxis?
You got to explain
He
to
gets
him
in the
too
church
that.
in the
You seen this
taxis.
before the show came out.
No, but
Yeah.
you got to explain to him too. Like this wasn't like just a one time thing. You'll see me going in and out a couple of times. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, it was. You know what I mean? They'll be like, even if they walk up to the car, they're like, "Where's what about?" He's back there, and I'll be like, right here with the little door on the inside of the cab open like that. I'm right here. What's up, dude? You know what I mean?
You gotta do what you gotta do, huh? Like,
Hey, I even had a little fan inside there and shit with me. Fucking
Little kicking spot.
hell yeah.
Had a little microwave in there.
Yeah. Refrigerator, nice little futon in the
I was gonna have fucking my wife Theo even make like a little global for me. For you know what I mean? It had a little fake trap door and shit. They opened it up, there's a tire right there, but I'm behind it. Shit.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta
make
do
it as
sometimes.
comfortable.
All you need is a TV.
I mean, that's what you gotta do when you don't want to go on the run too far and you just want to be on the run and you have no choice. But you know what I mean? You want to stick and move, they stick and move.
Hey, you know what's crazy is that there's a lot of people that actually have the vans and they have the cortinas with the
You're talking about like
beds
Scooby-Doo
and
vans.
with the TV and everything, AC on the top. You know what I mean? Like that's cool, dog.
Those are the Astro vans, fool.
Like to just chill. You know what I mean? Like a little
Astro
kicking
vans. I
spot
remember
right there.
those,
Yeah, like that reminded me because one of my tios used to have a car like that. So he was just chilling there all day. He would come out of the house and go to the car and stay there for hours. I was like, what the fuck?
He was a rock star, fool.
I'm like, damn, who you gonna be this? That's a kicking spot. Go in there, fucking. It's a mess, dog.
He still lived at home with his mom, I bet you.
I know, right?
The first car I ever got stolen for stealing a car was an Astro van.
An Astro
I
van?
think I was like 14.
Damn.
Those are old too.
Astro van.
They're pretty clean, though.
They were.
You seen
Back
them
in
on
the day,
yeah.
Fixed up.
They were clean.
how they put them on Dayton's now and shit like that?
They hook them up. They
Yeah.
hook 'em
Yeah,
up.
those are fire.
I had almost every color of a Honda Accord from like 94 to like a 97. Like every color, everything was.
They used to have those master keys, huh? For those
And
Flat
we
keys.
used to
Little
get
flat
those,
keys
and
or
then we
whatever.
used to get the Toyota minivans
The
too.
minivans,
The ones that look
yeah.
like spaceships.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The Chinese vans. That's what I used to
turned a
call
couple
them.
of them. I know for sure we turned one up upside down.
Fool, it's funny because I tell the story all the time, right? One time there was a hood meeting, right? And I had to be there the next day. It was like a Mando meeting, and the day before, me and the homie were just out stealing shit, right? And we took two vans that night. We took one, and then we were driving, and we saw another one. So I jumped off and I took the other one. Fool, it had a fresh pair of Nike Cortez. It had a fresh pair of Frisco's creased up, and a brand new white tee creased up, dog. What are the fucking odds, homie, that you stealing a van and everything fit me perfect, homie? Everything fit me perfect. The next day I was at the hood meeting, full all fly as fuck.
That's when you look up and you're like, thank you.
When somebody else's shit, you know, brand new Frisco's, brand new
That's man for me to
Cortez.
take.
Baby Jesus is kicking it on your shoulder. and shit. He's like, "Shut up, fool."
I swear, fool.
Sorry, we're going
What-
to make it back.
What are the odds, homie? Like,
That'd have been the night you go out hunting or you go do whatever, like, or you go to the casino. I don't care if you're of age or not. You go. Those are winning nights.
I don't know, fool, but I came up that day, fool. I just couldn't believe it. And it's one of those
Already
stories that
ironed and
sticks.
pressed.
Fool, everything was fly, dog.
Can't beat that.
Like they hung it there, like they were ready. Like next day in the morning, we could just jump in and smash out type shit. You know what I mean? Everything was already there, fool.
I always
meant
thought
to
it was
be.
a blessing. I always thought it was a blessing when I found a car running already. You know what I mean? It's like, fool, I'm gone. Shit, that happened a lot of times.
You think he was more worried about the car or his clothes iron?
Shit, I don't give a fuck. I came up that day,
Shit.
and then we ended up playing bumper cars with the vans and just left them in the alley somewhere.
Damn.
You know, that was the first night I played bumper cars. That shit's scary, dog.
Derby.
Bam!
Derby.
You know what I mean? You just hit me out of nowhere.
Bum, bum, bum.
This is wild.
Sounds
Wild,
like a good
wild,
film.
hey, fool, wild nights that'll never happen again, dog. You think the kids from now experience shit like that?
Oh, hell no. There's too many cameras out there. They think they get scared of that. Well, they do those races now, right? Where they'll be doing those.
Yeah, the
They've
Derby.
always had the
Derbies,
races.
yeah, they always
Shit,
have
Right
that.
there, right there on the corner
old.
where
Yeah.
you've been there, fucking right there. They do donuts all the time right there.
Yeah.
I heard
I
that
like the
other
way
day,
we
too.
used to do it, though. Like we used to do back in the day where you could just bumper cars and all kinds of stuff going down. And
No shit like that.
Not
no.
really
nah,
much of
nah,
a trip,
hell
huh? Not really much of a trip.
What do you mean?
Like the attention because of the, the bumping, the noise, the other shit going around. Like how you said right now.
Distractions?
Yeah,
There's a
like
bunch of
there was
distractions?
too much shit going on. Like there was no. You know how like you said right now. There's a lot of like cameras nowadays that everything's watching.
yeah,
Like
they'll stop you real quick.
You
down.
know what I mean? Like,
Before
back
you could
there-
get at
back
least
then
maybe
wasn't
a
like
mile
that,
or
huh?
two down with
Back-
doing a bunch of stuff and nothing would happen. Now you get like a block down, boom.
that's it. They'll hit you.
You're done.
But not only that, fool. It's just the cruising. Remember the cruising going to like
Yeah.
Whittier Boulevard,
Yeah.
or going to like Orange County.
Yo, when I was a young adult, they stopped doing that. Mhm.
You know, now you think they do that still?
They do. I think they do certain times. I think like once a month. I think they still have it in Pomona.
Yeah.
I think it's the
No, they
last
do,
Saturday
yeah.
or Sunday of the month. I know they do them in Riverside at that Fremont Park or Fairmont Park.
Fairmont Park,
What is that? What is it like
Yeah.
though? It's just like
It's pretty much everybody just parked. It's like a pop up or something. You know what I mean? We got vendors out there too. I mean, it's not like how they used to go cruising back in the day. Like we just fucking cruise, we park, we chill with the homies. You know what I mean? We group up and shit. No,
Bristol, there you go.
This is more better when it's like this is more like family oriented now. You know what I mean?
There you go.
like an
Yeah.
event.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like an event
Like
now.
an
You know
event.
what I mean? Before it'd be like all like car clubs, hood issues and stuff. We all pull up. We all pull up in our groups and stuff. I mean, that's how I remember. That's how I did it. You know what I mean? When I was out,
It was ready
or
to
whatever.
gang bang when you went to one of those. Now it's like you want to
we're right
barbecue
there,
and you have a good time.
exactly. That's what we're doing too. Like everybody's like slowly scanning and shit, looking for people. Come on, you know.
Yeah.
And then it's just one thing leads to another. But a lot of times, fucking nothing really did happen. You know what I mean? But mostly fucking yelling back and forth behind us and shit. But now when I go to them now, they're more like family oriented. Fucking they got vendors there. Fucking
Ain't
they'll
nothing
have a bunch of them
happening.
in that cruise at the end or the cruise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But people fire stuff up. They got a lot of nice cars out there.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. These youngsters now, they ain't never gonna experience the shit we went through. You know.
No. I mean, that's already done and gone. You know what I mean? And they're on some other shit now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Different cars. They're like the Scat Cats and all that stuff.
Oh,
you know?
Scat Packs.
Yeah, they're on.
Oh, yeah,
that
they're
kind of
into
stuff.
different
You know what
Scat
I mean?
Packs are
I ain't gonna
going
lie.
hard for a minute.
I want me one of those Track Hawks.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah, I want one of those.
the trucks?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Truck
pretty
cars.
fast.
Black
What's
on
that?
black,
It's a-
all
it's
the
a
way
truck.
black. You know what I mean? Shit.
It's
a
kind of
Ram.
it's
a
like kind of
Jeep,
like the
fool.
Ford, like the
It's a
Ford
Dodge.
150. Yeah, it's a Dodge.
It's a
Yeah,
Dodge.
different model,
Right?
different model. Yeah.
Hold on. A Trackhawk is a Jeep.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a Trackhawk. It's a
Oh,
SUV
okay.
with a I think it's a 6.4 liter
It has
engine.
to be,
in it.
yeah.
All right,
To put it on there. And it can only be certain vehicles. There's like 2 vehicles or something like that.
Yeah.
There's only ones.
Now you got the Dodge. You got the
Get the
Dodge
Dodge?
Durango, but that one is
That's still the one,
the
right?
deep,
Yeah.
not the demon. That one's the
There's the red is hold on. They just said it yesterday too when I was watching.
that
it.
one's the what is that one called? Fool?
Right, you know, they got the Scat Pack, right? And
And
they got
the next one.
And it's one of
The
those.
next
It's
one.
like something like that, but it's been modified. It's not like the one they put on the Dodge or anything like that, but it's mostly similar. Fucking, they still got the same throttle and everything like that.
What is that Dodge? The Dodge Charger. The what is it
It
called?
It has like it looks like a panther on it, right?
yeah. What is
Yeah,
that? What is that
uh-huh.
one? I forgot what
I
it's
know
called.
because the homies used to have them at the shop.
Yeah, those
Hellcat?
ones.
Yeah, they have-
yeah, Hellcat.
yeah,
There you go.
they-
They got the
They got
Hellcat.
the
they
Durango
got the
Hellcat. Yeah, they got the
And the only
Durango
thing about that
Hellcat.
though, they're rough on your engine. They're fucking. They burn your engines out. They
Serio?
Yes. You
But
get
they
the
be
turbo.
racing
Yeah, they got
all
all that
day,
shit.
though.
Yeah.
They just-
Well, automatically,
be peeling
man.
out.
I've seen them. They have small clippings and stuff where they pull up on the hooters and they just flick them off.
Or they
whatever,
smash
and
out.
they smash
Yeah, you
out.
can't
Boom.
catch 'em.
They can't, and you know they're legal now. You can't. You can still probably find some vendors that are still they'll still put it in, install it and shit. But I heard they're trying to do it away with it.
Well, they got rid of I think the V8s, the Charger V8.
Yeah,
Hemi
shit.
is gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's too fast, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Catch
you own it
nobody
already,
in
then
this.
your grandfather, you can still keep it. It's just like
The Mustang 6-cylinder is gone too.
Oh yeah,
That's out the
that's
way.
yeah.
All they got is the 4-cylinder, the Eco, and then they got the 8, which is the 5.0.
Yeah,
Most
they
of
don't
the
want
vehicles
to.
are calibrated now, right? Like you can't go
Right, a certain-
fast.
Well, that's the
whatever.
governor. You got to take
The governor, you
could
gotta
Yeah,
take
take
it
it
out.
out.
you
You
can
can
do.
get
Yeah,
that
you
taken out. I
can.
think you
Yes,
can
you
if you
can.
can find the
Yes,
right
you can.
mechanic to take it out.
It's a big old process.
It is
That's
a
how it-
process, but if you know
Yeah,
something,
they
I mean,
done.
I've looked into the nowadays where they're starting to change the
Wait,
motor
you
because
looked
of
into
just,
it. Bikes don't have fucking.
No, I know the
Governors
bikes don't have
go-
any governors.
because-
That's what I'm trying to talk about. I'm talking about
about
the
to
governors,
say-
the speed of it.
his bike,
The
his
speed
bike
and the
doesn't go very
horsepower.
You
fast.
usually only look into shit you got.
His
Come on,
bike
my
goes so
boy.
fast. I've seen him walking it. It goes so fast. You know what I mean? So
You take the governor out the electrical bike, fool.
Hell yeah, I already did that. 40 miles per hour. I'm hauling ass in that motherfucker.
helmet.
I don't pass it. I don't go to the sidewalk. I'm in the bike lane.
You in the bike lane.
I'm in the bike lane.
This fool. Hey, but those electrical bikes, they be hauling, fool. You
Yeah.
see them?
Fuck
they go
yeah.
25 miles an hour.
My nephew got one of those little dirt bikes. He bought the little red one, but the other. Oh, you seen it?
Yeah. I see
That shit goes like 60 miles an hour, homie.
Motherfuckers haul ass.
He took the governor out of that thing, and he's been souping it up, buying like all kinds of crazy parts for it, and that thing smashes, bro. Look. Let me see the back. Look at this fool. He burnt himself, fool, on the muffler.
Oh shit.
Look at that.
Oh man, let me pick at that.
Yes,
Look at that.
That's gonna leave a scar. You should put some aloe vera on it. Put some aloe
Aloe
vera.
vera
on
works
it.
for everything.
Yeah,
huh?
try
Pull out
this. That'll hurt for that burn that you
shit.
sting.
Yeah, that's actual burn right. That's a fucked
Remind
up
me
burn right
before the
there.
night's
Yeah,
over,
it
I have to
is.
smack it like it was a tattoo. Bam.
Hey, let me see that again. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. Let me see that. Hey, that's a badass fucking.
That shit hurt.
That shit
That
look like
shit
it
did
still fucking
hurt.
hurts.
What it does. Even when I fucking, like,
Yeah, but
Hot water?
even electrical bikes now, they'll sell them to you because they got this bike called the what's that bike called? That badass one.
it looks like a dirt bike.
It looks like
right?
a dirt bike.
Yeah.
They got one that looks like a
Yeah,
dirt
no,
bike.
everybody's on it. I seen
Okay,
about
that one it costs like 4,500
Yeah,
bucks,
it's like
right?
$5 grand
and it
around
goes like 60 or something like that. But if you take the governor out, it goes like 90, and that shit it's illegal to drive on the streets because it looks like a dirt bike. The cops pull you over, they're
I've
taking
seen
it
that one.
away
I've
from
seen
you.
them. Yeah, I know you
they're
guys
taking
probably
away
seen
from
it.
you.
You seen the little posses that be running around here on their little fucking
On
mopeds.
the little
and shit?
yeah.
And you guys
yeah.
wonder why the cops don't chase them, right? I mean, I know I do, but I remember when we were kids. Remember I had that little fucking crotch rocket back when, and that motherfucker, it looked like a little ninja. And that motherfucker used to haul ass. I had a little pebble, it'd be fucking walking. I mean,
Oh, yeah, the little
I mean, my heart.
Yeah, little
And you
thing,
could put two people on it too. We used to fucking get around. We came up on that. You know
Hey,
what I mean?
what are those bikes called? Anybody in the chat? Let me know those. The big expensive bike. DJ Ghost got one, huh?
I seen one the other day. I was on the road and it just flew by like boom. It was in between two cars, but it was going the same speed. But in between those two cars, like it was a motorcycle.
Yeah,
or
I seen
something.
one
It was
today. I seen a
bike.
black and white one
electrical.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
This one was
electrical.
electrical. It looks just like a little dirt
Shit.
bike. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, those shits are. I wanted to get one, fool. They look fun, homie. They look fun, fool. I mean, think
You
about
eat
it.
Shit, and when you eat shit,
90, 70, fool. Even going 60, dog. That's super fucking fast.
I don't know. I used shit a couple of times just on a BMX bike or a fucking mountain bike coming downhill. For that shit.
I'm not tripping. I know how to use
Imagine,
bikes.
yeah, imagine going 25, 30
Oh, a
shit.
Suron. That's what it's called.
Sarah?
Salute to the homie Two Menaces. Yeah, it's called a Suron. There you go. A Suron. Those motherfuckers go fast as fuck, bro.
I had a Gixxer for like 10 years, a 750 Gixxer.
Yeah,
And I think
What
the
is that?
fastest, it's a motorcycle.
Yeah,
Just a real motorcycle street bike.
yeah.
I had it for about 10 years. The fastest I got on it, probably
Damn,
like
10 years, the same
160.
bike, huh?
Same
Fucking
bike.
160?
well-tuned.
160 I got on the freeway on the 57 with the 57 and the 60 meet.
Yeah.
Smashing like at 5 in the morning. Fuck it. That shit. I mean, that's
Hey,
hauling ass. That white
fuck-
line just looked like one big line.
It's a blur, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
it's a
fucking.
blur.
I used to ride around on a Harley. I had inherited for a little bit, you know what I mean, looking for somebody, and then they inherited from me. But that motherfucker is a soft tail and shit. But those Harleys, fucking, they get up and go. And same thing with them too. You hit that, just you got to know how to drive too. You know what I mean? Mind you, I never had a license of no kind. You know what I mean? But I had
License
this.
to kill?
I had that for a minute.
Driving
but
a,
when you look-
bike,
shit, I'm telling
driving a
you.
bike like that is kind of driving like a dirt bike
Yeah,
too. You
but
know,
what
like
those
it's
are
just
more.
the gears are just
They
different.
call them a hog
Everything's
for a
upside
reason.
down.
They call them a hog hog for a reason. So if you lean too much to the side, you know what I mean? I'm just a stick on a big old log. So you figured, like, you know what I mean? And any kind of swayment, fucking, you got to lean into it. But that motherfucker was pretty smooth. And when you gas it, you really gas it. That motherfucker would want it feel like it want to lift up, but they're heavy bikes.
Have you ever rode a Harley?
Nah, fool.
Me neither.
Me
I haven't.
neither.
Or
I
a
tried it
dirt
once.
bike.
I tried
Or a
it
dirt
once,
bike.
but it was.
No. Hold on. You didn't try. You sat on the back and you hugged the
No.
You hugged
I
the
sat
guy
on-
like
okay.
this, fool. Don't lie. Don't lie, homie.
Okay, I sat on it. I tested.
And you
I turned
hugged
it on,
somebody?
and I went off. But I just couldn't control the gears and everything. It was my first time getting on a Harley like that.
He didn't hug him like this, fool. He
No,
even hooked
but
him like this,
that's
fool.
it.
He was like this on him, fool.
That's because it was too heavy for me. Like, it was way too heavy.
I bet.
You know what I mean?
it was.
Bikes like that are heavy as hell.
Have you ever seen a small guy on a Harley? It's usually big, bulky dudes, right?
No, skinny dudes too, but I've never seen no midget on it or like no short man. You know what I mean? Like, because even for me, when you get off it, when you get off it to go kick the kickstand, like you gotta balance it. And if you ever dropped a bike, I've dropped dirt bikes. You know what I mean? I never dropped that Harley, but I dropped other things that were heavy like that. And then fucking, it's not so easy to get that motherfucker up,
Once
Holmes.
it
You know what I mean?
gets to a certain
Yeah.
leverage,
Once you get
it's
past that
hard to pull
pivot,
it back up,
yes. Once you
yeah.
get past that pivot, it's a wrap.
You ain't strong enough.
Yeah,
it's going
you're
down.
calling all your homies. Hey, hurry up, pick this up.
Hey, for those that are asking where Playboy is at today, Playboy has something to do, so we called in G the Barber to fill in for Playboy. So, Playboy will be back soon enough. But salute to G the Barber for pulling up.
Yes, thank you.
I got some topics they sent me for tonight's late night live, because tonight's live. For those that don't know, these are not like regular lives. We don't go like off of like, usually we talk about hip hop and shit like that, or trending shit. But we usually on the late night lives we just go wild with it. So let me see
Whatever
what they
caught
sent
your
me.
attention online or TikTok or whatever, you know what I mean? Something that's
Let me see
That's
what they
out there,
sent me.
yeah.
All right, let me see. We got it right here.
Yeah, but most of the time, like those bikes, dude. Fuck. Now I'm like, I flipped in a quad before at the dunes when I was young as hell,
Yeah.
So now it's like I'm cautious of myself getting into it, and I'm afraid to get on. You know what I mean? Like to get on it as well, because the
So
first flip
you
was
burned
just
yourself like that before.
Yeah, I've burned myself, but the first time was actually a hit. The whole bumper, the front bumper, it hit me right in the espalda. I landed like sentado, and I flipped 2 times when I was on the dirt because I was trying to jump, and I was going like 90.
Shit.
And
You're lucky. You got lucky, my boy. You got lucky.
Bear with me. Let me find it real quick.
it was cool, but I have experience in motorcycles and in bikes. So
Don't sound like it.
Nah, I mean, I
Don't
won't get on
sound
it.
like it.
I know how to use them, but it's just I'm not with the getting on them like that too crazy like how I used to.
All right, so here's one. Hold on. Let's pull it up so they can see it too. All right, there you go. It says OpenAI smartest AI model was explicitly told to shut down, and it refused. All right, the O3 model disobeyed a direct shutdown command during a math task and rewrote its own code to stay on. That's crazy
It's
shit.
like
ain't it?
iRobot.
Researchers found AI models will lie, cheat, and disable safeguards to reach their goals.
we proved that last time we were here.
What do you think about that?
Playboy, when he said, "Are you here out to get us or whatever?" And she said, "No, we're here to serve you." Remember? See?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that right there gave me the chills. Right there, I wanted to shoot. I wanna put a
We
bullet
had
in the
AI
motherfucker.
on last time. We had it on,
Really? Yeah.
and we just set it here when it was listening to us talk.
Yes.
And then we said she's probably here to hurt us, and she spoke full out of nowhere. I'm not here to hurt you guys. I'm here to be your guys' friend. Or
Yeah,
some
to
shit like
serve
that.
you. This and that.
Fuck,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
like a
dog.
scary movie.
Yeah, this is like Terminator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
Real
you seen
facts.
iRobot with Will Smith, where they start to they kind of do the
Yes.
same thing, right? They program themselves. That one robot starts to program itself, and
Didn't they frame him? Didn't they frame it to fucking that he was a killer and shit? But it was really fucking
Yeah.
remember. So
as a matter of fact,
And
they
in the
started
end,
showing
remember-
you.
yeah.
They actually started showing you robots like this. The other day, I was watching. Yesterday, actually, I was watching Rocky IV,
yeah,
and then he buys that robot for Paulie And the robot starts talking to him.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
this
How long
right
ago
here
was that?
Oh shit.
Now you go to these restaurants.
Shit,
you know
no,
what I mean?
it started in the late '80s and then fucking mid '80s and then all the way to fucking '90s. You know what I mean? But they've been prepping us and you know what I mean for this. This has been going on. These are steps that
Because now you go to these restaurants and this little thing brings you some. You see that little thing brings you some food. It'll drop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we
drop
watched
your
that.
food. Take your food
Matter
and
of
they'll tell you
fact-
thank you.
Yeah, as a
And
matter
then
of
just
fact.
take off.
No shit. Yeah. Who showed us that? They showed us here not too long ago when we went to go meet and greet with somebody, and they showed me on the thing in Texas. They were like, "Boom, here it is," and it showed a little robot go out there with your meal, deliver it to the right table and everything like that. So it's already programmed. It's already programmed. It has a chip either on that number that's on your table or whatever, but it goes right out there and gives you what you want.
As soon as you take it, it'll tell you thank you too. Thank you.
Yeah, but they got stuff that's way beyond that.
So how do you feel about this not shutting down? That is the real question, bro.
Was it? Ain't that the beginning of the end? That right there is fucking. That's Terminator. Fucking. You know what I mean? That's Skynet. Remember, that's what happened in the movie, right? It refused to turn down. Once it did that, then it did a tactical move where it shut down all of our fucking contact fucking for. So you figure if you go to war and if you cut off all communication to all of your allies, right? Then you're fucked because then they're hitting your every platoon, boom, 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 boom. And if you can't talk to platoon, then you don't know how to maneuver.
Yeah,
see, and that's what they did. That's exactly what they did. First, they shot down fucking satellites, or they hacked
down
them
your
themselves.
bombs.
They hacked them themselves, and they took them over. Remember that? In that movie particularly, that's what they did. It refused to shut down. It shut down. Then it blocked everybody out. Where Skynet couldn't cut it down, right? So then what it did, it fucking hacked all of our nukes. So fucking from Russia and everything, and you just had it fire all on each other, boom, 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 to exterminate us. And the ones that didn't get exterminated, that's when we ended up fighting. John Connor and all that shit.
Well, it can. I mean, if it's not wanting to shut down, it can actually turn your bombs on and shit like that.
No, well, exactly, because it's already hardwired into our main computer. Our main computer meaning we have nukes all over, like Dakota, fucking South Dakota,
in bunkers, right? Like
in
underneath.
big bunkers.
Yeah.
They're like 50 feet deep.
big
They're
ass
50 feet
bunkers
deep,
with all kinds
and
of
to this
shit.
day, they still operate them. They have to maintain them. They have to upgrade them and everything, and they're still there because they can never. I mean, it's what are they gonna do with all that nuclear waste? And the same thing with the Russians. They're probably like way behind us, because all this shit's faulty. Because of that reason, they had that Cold War. The Cold War with this and them, we had stockpiled so many weapons, like nuclear weapons, invading weapons, like choppers, fucking tomahawks, all that shit, to go in and go in. And the only thing we didn't stockpile on is humans. You know what I mean? And then that was one of the reasons too why they started saying that they're going to try to clone or build robots for it would
They
save
probably
our
got
sons
robot farms already. You don't think so?
Oh hell yes!
You know how?
Hell yeah.
Remember that you said the movie? What was it? Robot.
iRobot. iRobot.
And how they had that warehouse full of robots.
Right.
Full of mother-
Remember?
it's just
They
going,
gotta
it's
have
ready
a
to go.
warehouse like that right now.
It's ready to go.
Think about how many movies that we watch. Star Trek, Star Wars, on and on and on, where they stockpile either clones or robots for war, only for war. You know what I mean?
Where they get those ideas from?
How
about
they're already
E.T.,
in action.
E.T.?
Yeah.
What do you mean? No. E.T. was more on
That was
some
a funny
fucking,
one. That was
yeah,
funny.
also,
Spatial
Trying to
thing.
phone home.
exactly. You know what I mean? That was more like a pet. You know what I mean? Because they got attached to the kid.
Hey, fool,
and,
Triple X movies don't count, fool. Don't name one.
Yeah,
I was about to say one too.
he was about to say he's on Switch.
Triple X.
With Ice Cube.
Yeah.
You say, how about
No,
Boys in
but-
the Hood?
No,
Yeah,
but you know what? You know what's crazy is I seen this movie where
Let's hear it, let's hear it.
Keanu Reeves comes out.
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves?
Yeah.
You guys ever know Keanu Reeves?
The guy from the Matrix.
Matrix,
yeah, the
fool.
Matrix.
There you go.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
There's a movie called Replica, and he
think I've seen
has
that
his
movie.
basement, and he's actually
He's hacking stuff.
no, I don't know what he was. It's because he was getting the bodies that were dead and having their like their brains,
He's
whatever
hacking
had
stuff. I think I've
that
seen it.
memory or whatever their brains were functioning at that time when the body was alive and that person, he would transfer his brain to the robot and test it to see if it would be in full effect from the person. So the person that died, that was him in the robot.
Yeah, that's that one movie with that little
Seen
robot.
Replica. It's called Replica.
They have another one too.
Yeah,
with
they have
the little
another one
robot.
like that,
Remember?
yeah.
And he has his memory in the chip. And every time they kill they kill this robot because he's like fighting a war. His friend will grab his chip and put it in another robot, and now he's alive again. I forgot what that's called. Can anybody tell me what that's called in the chat? That's a good movie.
They got another movie too on Netflix with I think it's Megan Fox where she's a robot, but she's
I
a
just watched
helper.
it
She's
for
like a
her.
nanny.
Oh,
And the guy ends up having sex with the robot.
Oh, you're talking about Cherry 2000. That's an old.
Is
That's
that what it is?
yeah, no, when he got a little sex robot and he's going to go get it. It's an old ass movie from like the
It's
90s.
Megan Fox.
No.
No, there's another one that's on Netflix with Megan Fox. She's a robot. And
This
he
one
ends
has
up-
the other actress.
it's one of her newest movies that she did, right?
Yeah, the
There's
newest
a lot of those
edition.
robot movies. If
I'm
you
not
check
up to
out
date on that
like
shit.
any of the Netflix or Tubi or whatever, you'll see a lot of robot movies. All of a
Yeah.
sudden,
no,
they're just popping out left
Think
and
about
right.
how many robot movies have we been watching since we were kids? I'm talking about what was that one fucking where the little robot he joins the gang and all that shit. He's the fucking Alive Now or fucking I forgot what it's called. He's like on a little track. Oh boy, that he joins the gang. He ends up fucking the government's out to get him, but he ends up breaking loose because he starts thinking for himself. What was it called?
I think that's the one I'm talking about, and I forgot what it's called. But yeah, let me see if I can look it up.
You go all the way back to Vicky the Robot. You ever watch Vicky?
Oh yeah,
Vicky
no
the
shit.
robot?
Remember that
That's
shit?
That's the
What's the name of
TV
that?
show, right?
Yeah, that's a TV show.
She's all strong and shit. Yeah.
They open up her
Chappie,
back.
Chappie. That's the one you're talking about.
Let me see a
Chappie.
picture of it.
That's the one I was.
No,
telling you.
Chappie's the one is over there in Europe, right? And he joins a gang and shit.
Yeah, Chappie,
No,
fool.
no. I'm thinking about one, but way before that one. Yeah, if we had a little fucking rap song and everything, though, he did like part 1, part 2. They're actually trying to kill him because they or bring him in for they could fucking dissect him and find out how they were able to make him fucking think and everything by himself. What the fuck's it called? I'm just fucking
That sounds like an old movie.
It is old. I'm old. Why?
This one.
No. I'm just.
No. That's Chappie. I've seen that one. That's like more up to date, fool.
Yeah, he
Shit,
joins the gang,
that one I
fool.
watched in prison. That kind of made me sad. Huh? Where they fucking
Yeah,
did
they
him
got him.
They did him dirty and everything.
Yeah.
Fool, the gang members. All right,
They got him
fucking,
for it.
but see that little ugly hyena, fucking she was all in love with him. She fucking that's when they took the chip from him, remember?
Yeah.
And they put it. Yeah.
So his memory was in the chip. For the robot was just a body. It's just a vessel.
Hey.
You know, it's just a vessel. But his brain and his functions is on a
Yeah.
USB.
Yes. Uh-huh.
So when they kill his vessel by blowing them up or
Yeah,
whatever,
it was shutting down that battery. Remember
Yeah.
that there was like a certain battery.
they'll
fucking-
grab the chip. And then they'll put it in another vessel,
person.
and
Yeah,
he'll
yeah.
come back to life. So imagine, fool. That's what Elon Musk is trying to do right now with that Neuralink shit.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out how to grab your conscious and put it in a different body.
You guys ever seen that movie? I think it has fucking Mark Wahlberg or is it Mark Wahlberg or fucking or anyways where he's half robot and half fucking human, right? But he's trying to get the little girl because I guess because Earth is already dying like always. It's always dying. Everybody's always trying to get off of it. But what they had already made another colony on the moon, and they're trying to get to the moon because that's where everybody right there is safe. Safe. There's no diseases. There's no cancers. There's nothing where the little girl's dying, and they're trying to get him up there. But he ends up like strapping on because he's already dead. He's already dying. He already took at his job they were doing whatever they're radiating something. That's how they package it. He ends up getting a bunch of radiation, so he's getting sick. And as he's getting sick, he already knows he's dying. So he ends up taking his fucking it taps into his spine and everything. It's like a robot where it makes him super strong. But that movie's right there is badass too. But it's all about robot shit too. How fucking.
It's funny how they always tap into like the spine.
The spine,
right here in the back.
it goes. The spinal tap goes straight to your brain. That's all your electrodes. That's how what he was talking about. How they put it onto a chip is because it was the last. What he was talking about. I've seen the movie he's talking about where it was the last where your brain fires off these electrodes, right? So it's basically like lightning bolts that goes over your. You know what I mean? Those are thoughts. Those are actions. Those are all that.
Now I saw a post the other day where I was reading the post, right, where they say they can record your dreams. You didn't see that post?
Nah.
Yeah. So if you had a dream at night, in the morning they're figuring out how to record it. They already found out how to record it, so you could watch what you were dreaming about.
You ever
Basically,
recorded
they're in your
yourself
thoughts.
sleeping?
Is what it is.
Yeah, dog.
Have you ever recorded yourself sleeping?
Nah, hell nah. Well, I don't know. Maybe on accident.
That sounds like a
I don't
paranormal movie.
Wake up and watch yourself sleeping. And
That
see
sounds
how
like one
you
of the
did.
paranormal activity movies.
I don't know. Ain't that kind of some kind of weird fetish if you just video record yourself sleep? You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I
yeah.
just want to see if I wake up or what the fuck I say when I'm asleep.
Yeah,
Nah, but that-
You know what I mean? Do I do some
But that's how they do
Snoring and
studies.
talking.
Yeah,
That's how they do studies
though.
because they got to figure out, what's going on. But
Exactly.
how do you feel about that? that they could record your dreams and shit.
That's crazy,
I like
dog.
that.
That's tapping in, but that's tapping into something that's like yours.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? That's
personal.
It's like,
would you guys think that that's invading your privacy?
Yeah.
Well, of course, you're probably asking them to do it.
Well, why
I
would
mean,
you do
it-
that unless you're trying to find something that was there that you're trying to prove something wrong that they're accusing you of?
I mean, it'd be like, man, that's my dream. So have your own dream.
Exactly. Like
Fuck
some of those
that.
are really private.
I mean,
I don't
you
want
didn't
to
go
see
through what I went through
hey,
the day. Where you
imagine
went.
that about those dreams.
Oh,
It was about to riding the bike for a hamburger.
he goes to sleep.
dreams.
He
Oh,
goes to sleep. He goes to sleep on his
Some
belly
food.
with his ass up, and then he have a little baby sleep.
Jack in the box. Jack in the box. The e-bike and
6 tacos.
yeah.
Black and Milds.
Dreaming in my vlogs.
It's crazy shit.
He's dreaming inside the dream.
But if they can get into your dreams already, or at least record them or whatever, which I don't know how they would be able to do that. That means they got a lot more knowledge than we actually know about.
Fuck yeah, they do.
Come
That's
on,
facts already.
when
If you can
Rose
record,
Water,
how do
you know what I mean,
fucking
fucking-
record somebody's dream. Like, how do you even?
they have to tap
Tap
into,
into
they have to
something like
tap
that.
into some kind of you figure if you see it, if you dream it, it has to be real. Something, you know what I mean. There's got to be something real about it.
What's funny is when the things start working, how many people did they tear up before it starts to actually work? You know
That
what
part,
I
like
mean?
guinea
How many
pigs.
people suffering or going through stuff or died or they just tortured the shit out of before they get it to actually work?
What is that movie called
That's
when they could see before a murder is happening? It had fucking Tom Cruise in it and all that. It's where a little ball pops up. They have hooras that go out and do it. And Tom Cruise is one of them, but he ends up fucking his ball ends up popping up, and then they're supposed to prevent murders and stuff like that. And it's fucking called something. That right there is fucking a trip because before the murder when it's already thought of, when you think your old lady's cheating on you, so you plot on killing both of them. They're already coming to get you to arrest you before the murder.
Hey, Trap, do me a favor. Turn that light on right there, fool. Okay, so here's a question, fool. All right. Usually we ask the frozen question, which is would you like to, if they were able to freeze your body, would you like to come back in the future? But I got another one. All right. Hold on. Let me switch that color real quick. I got another one. Right. The question that I got is this. Okay, if they were able to, say you're dying, right? You're about to die. Okay, say you're about to die. If they're able to get your memory, your conscious, and put it on the chip and bring you back as a robot, would you want to? In your head, it's still you, right? Because you're gonna be in that robot body, and you're gonna have the same thoughts, the same. You're gonna think it's gonna be the same, except for the body's different. But your thoughts, your dreams, your people, your memory, it's all the same, except for the body. Would you want to be transferred?
I think I'd be able to make that decision until I was like at that point. Because right now I could probably say, nah, fuck that. But then I'm there, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, you know what? I don't want to die.
Yeah.
I want to still keep it. I want to still keep it going. I want to at least keep something going. So I don't know. Probably have to be a decision, last minute decision, and see whatever the hell where I'm at,
Mentally?
and how I'm feeling. Yeah, and then make that decision on that. I think.
How about you, Trap Boy? Ask the question again, because I'm sure you forgot it already.
No. I would not. I would not.
Game over?
No, I would not do it. Not right now. I don't know. It's just I'm not. No sé, güey. Nomás no lo haría. No lo haría para nada.
How about you, Güero?
Nah. You know what I mean? I'm ready for the next. I'm one of those believers in afterlife. You know what I mean? Like, what is in this life, you know what I mean? Once you're dead and gone, you start over and another. Like, I'm already done with this life. I've done seen everything in it. I'm ready to go to the next one and then start over. Like
The
you know
next
what I
one? You're taking a 50-50 chance, dog.
mean? Shit, 50-50 my ass. Fucking, it's been 50-50 everywhere. So shit, this ain't my life. This will be one back
Straight
before
up.
this one home. So fuck
Straight
it.
up.
The other one didn't work out, so this one's here. And you know what I mean? I'm not gonna get it right until I get it right.
on
So
to a
let's keep on
different world.
going.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Every day's a life.
What about you?
decision.
I'd do it.
You do it?
Hell yeah, I would. Fool,
I can just see you too like that.
I feel there's nothing after this life. You know why? Because when I got shot 3 times, I was dead, fool, and I didn't see nothing. I was done. I didn't see anything. I didn't see no. I'll tell you what I saw. I saw, you know how they say you see the white light or whatever?
Uh-huh.
I saw you know when you flip a book like this and all the pages are like going past.
Oh yeah, they go real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I saw pictures of my
Of your life.
slideshows of
Me
my
too.
life since I was a baby to that point in
Yeah,
my life when I was
flashes
shot.
like that. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's the same
memories,
thing I seen.
memories that I don't even remember now, but at that time,
Yeah.
from a baby all the way to that point, dog. But then after, when I was pronounced dead, I didn't see nothing. I don't remember anything. So I don't feel there's anything after this life.
I mean, you know as well as I do. You've been sprayed. I've been sprayed many a times, fool, and been on, and I see exactly what you see. I seen exactly what you seen. I didn't feel the warmth from the fucking. I didn't feel no burn or nothing like that. You know what I mean? When I went out. But one thing I did have a couple of times, and I've been sprayed several times, fool, like put in comas, dead, flatline, everything, and he knows this shit. And that's what I seen was that. But sometimes I've seen myself. I can see myself getting worked on. I seen myself getting worked on. Shit, you not.
Shit.
You know what I mean? I have seen that. You know what I mean? And then the times like I OD'd or whatever like that, it's fucking. I always feel like when I come back, there's a piece of me missing, but I can't put a grasp on it what it is. You know what I mean? But there's something missing. There's like always something missing, and I always come back with either grouchier or fucking meaner. Like you know what I mean? It's like there's something there. Like I don't know if it's a piece of your fucking. Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Your charismatic fucking thing, your human kindness or something like that. Like, but you come back and you're missing something. A part of you is missing. But I've been there exactly what I've never seen no white light. There's no fucking hand reaching out to me. There's no stairs. There's no clouds. It was just like what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, like, excuse me. I've had it happen to me so many times. More than a handful of times. You know this. Every little flat line, everything, and that it always starts. Some of them are occurring pictures, so I figured those are probably like some of the biggest markers in my life. Like you know what I mean. So that's why they keep. But then sometimes there's newer ones, and there's something that I didn't see from back then that'll pop up. Like it hasn't happened for a while. Knock on wood. You know what I mean? Fucking. And but exactly what you said. I agree with you, and you're like the third person I said that has said that to me. Where I fucking can say I can relate to that, and that's true fact. So that's why I know. There's something like you know what I mean. So what? All right, that's a trip. There's another movie like what you like, how it shows how every other life how they run into each other because those pictures started somewhere, right? So you had to die and you came back. You died, you came back like that. So I think it's more like because we're all electric. We always have we have so much. You know your body's like 3 fucking gallons of fucking or
water.
Yes, but our whole body from head to toe has fucking electrodes flying through it from our brain, boom, like little fucking lightning bolts, and you figure like water and electricity doesn't go together, right? It's made to kill. But think about it, it gives us life every day. That's what keeps us rolling.
True.
That's what fires off the electrode to tell you to fucking move your finger to hit this joint, fucking whatever. You know what I mean? So you figure like that. But if in reality we get too much electricity or too much water, it just puts us out.
I just feel like there's nothing on the other side, dog. So I want to stay as long as I can, fool. I want to be able to stay as far as I can. I don't give a fuck how we gonna do it. I can't wait for Elon Musk to figure that shit out. You know what I mean? That
You'll
shit.
be the first customer.
I just look at it like there's nothing on the other side, dog.
All right, so
telling you, I was laying there, and I don't feel like
Nothing.
I woke up at the hospital with the fucking with the investigators trying to ask me shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, you know. But I don't remember like the light or like fucking going to the other side, and I was pronounced dead. So, I mean, I just look at it like, hey, dog, I want to stay here as long as I can.
Ooh, I just fucking dawned on me right now. Hold on. I took that hit. How do you know that's not like purgatory or fucking hell? Because you're seeing the pictures and it's starting over. Because you know hell, they say hell would be something that you live over and over and over.
True that.
Think about that shit. You know what I mean? So
well, that's like that.
So then you look at it like, well, hell's not that bad, you know. So you can
that's
see
like
it
that
right here.
episode of the Twilight Zone. There's an episode where a guy he wakes up in the cell, right? He's in the, I think we talked about it last time. And then every night, fool, they take him to the death chair, like to get electrocuted, and he dies. And then after like the 10th night, he was like, "I've done this already. Like I see, I've been through this already." And then he figures it out that he's just replaying the same night over and over and over again. And he ends up telling the guards, "Hey, you guys are gonna kill me right now. When I die, the whole world dies." You know, and they don't believe him. They're like, "You're twacked out," because they don't realize it yet.
Right.
Finally, one of them catches on, and he goes home and he starts to wonder, like, that fool is not lying. I've been doing this shit. cooking
We
the.
are energy consensia, ocupando este cuerpo.
We are energy, conciencia ocupando este cuerpo. Salute, Patricia. And then one of the bailiffs that goes home with his family, he's cooking, and he does that every night. And he goes, I've been doing this shit every night. That fool is right. And he starts paying attention. And then right when they kill that guy, right before they kill him, that fool calls up there to try to get him not to kill the guy. And then slowly the world starts closing in, and boom, lights out for everybody.
The Twilight
You know what I
Zone
mean?
used to be like a crazy. They used to have a
Wild
bunch of
shit.
crazies. I watched one time where this guy had 9 lives like a cat. So he would do like shows where he would kill himself and he was getting money. He would,
Okay.
So he did up to 9, but he forgot that the cat died. When the cat died, that was 1 life. So he was
shit.
actually at 10, and he thought or at 8, and he thought he was at 7. So
Wow.
the 8, he actually died the last one, the
Yeah.
9th, because he forgot the cat died.
Fucking idiot.
So he does the last one where they bury him alive.
Oh, I
So
seen
then
that
he
one.
starts. They bury him alive, and he starts trying to.
Yeah, that's when he starts yelling, he's yelling,
he
trying to
starts
get out,
yelling,
he
he starts
starts
spitting the
banging
whole
on it,
thing,
yeah,
and
yeah,
trying to
yeah.
bang on it, and he forgets that he's like, oh wait a minute, I'm at 8. Wait a minute, the cat died. That's 1 life too.
Yeah, he thought,
Boom.
yes, yeah.
And
I
then
remember
he's stuck
seeing that
in
one.
there, and he's
I
like,
think I was
oh,
locked up when I seen
yeah.
that one too. I mean,
Or the Dead Man Shoes. You see the Dead Man Shoes?
no.
Where they kill that mobster in the alley, fool, and the bum comes and takes his shoes. So now the bum put on the shoes, and now the soul of the mobster runs through the bum, and he tries to go get his revenge, And the people that killed the original mobster, they start to figure out like he's wearing the fucking guy's shoe that we just killed, So eventually it gets to the point where he tries to get his revenge. So anybody that puts on the shoes turns into that mobster. You feel what I'm saying? The soul, at least. And he tries to get his revenge, but they keep killing him over and over. And every time it's a different guy. So before they kill him, he was like, I'll be back. And they fucking dump him, and another bum gets the shoes. He goes and tries to get his revenge. And then they kill him. And so they keep knowing that every time somebody comes up there, they just look at his feet.
The same shoes,
He's wearing
the
that
same
fool's shoes. It's him trying to get his payback.
Those crazy shows they used to have those ones. They should have the faces of death.
Oh,
You ever watch the
I don't
Faces of
watch
Death?
that, dog.
Man, no, but that shit was like
That
to the
shit was
fact of
crazy.
like it
Fuck
was
faces. You
gruesome.
like that?
It was
I watched
gruesome.
a couple.
It
I
was
think I watched
gruesome.
like the first 5. I think
And that's all it is. It's
yeah.
just gruesome shit. It's
Yeah.
like shit like some weirdos will get off on. Like man, first fucking
That's crazy,
I
though,
seen the
they
one
do.
where old boy, that politician comes outside
Yeah,
and he goes
you
boom,
like that?
bam, and
Yeah.
how the blood, it looks like his nose just starts running blood. You know what I mean? And his
You're talking
all this is
about when
gone.
he's on the stand?
Yes, and he goes, I'm sorry for doing this.
In the brown bag?
Yes,
Yeah,
and he goes,
fuck
whoop,
that.
like this, and boom.
I saw that one. That one traumatized me, and then
Yeah.
the one where it was a bunch of like dudes from the Middle East, and
But-
they throw another dude on a little hill, and they all get him with the AK.
Oh, I seen the same one. I
And
seen
then
that
you
same
see
one too.
bullets full
And how
going through his skull.
his head opens
Yeah.
up. It's like this.
I've
Open
seen
it
that
up.
one.
Boom, 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 boom. It just opens up. Yeah.
Husky was
Yeah.
showing me those when I was little, fool, and I was like,
I think
used
I
to
watched it
watch
with. That's what me and Husky did.
Yeah.
Our little fucking little
I
yahi
was like,
together.
fool, what the hey, fool, I'm a little
Hey.
ass kid, and my big brother showing me those shits, and like,
Hey, but those things were cracking back in the day. You see them,
Hey,
you
fool,
just throw
but
a couple of them
shout out
on,
to
you're
Husky,
like,
homie.
wow.
I haven't seen him for a minute. That was the boy,
Salute,
though.
Husky.
hey, fool, I'm like fucking 9, and my big brother showing me that shit. Like, what are you doing? I would never, fool, show my little brother shit
think
like
I
that,
might have been with
or
you.
my nephew. Imagine showing my nephew a death movie
Oh,
at 9, fool. Like, what the fuck, homie? Scandalous ass fool.
But you know what's crazy though is that all that people bring to you at that time when you're young, that shit, it makes you believe all that shit later. Like, like what life.
No, it was
could be,
real, fool.
the death, the face shit, the exorcism shit, all that crazy
No, that
dark
shit was
shit.
real
You know
shit.
what I
No,
mean?
it was real.
Yeah, but I'm still saying like that's crazy to believe that now. Like damn, all that shit going on.
It's like, remember Rotten.com?
that was sick too. They were
That
showing
was-
all the Middle East stuff, like from the war.
Yeah.
Them cutting off heads.
Yeah.
Us smashing heads in with like
Those were
everywhere.
that was like when the internet started, like in 97.
I was in prison in
98.
Texas. I was in prison in Texas at the time. That's
Yeah.
when I first seen it at.
When the internet just started, it wasn't really controlled like that, like it is now.
Yeah.
So you could do anything. Even YouTube, when it started, you could upload anything. But it got
Yeah, all of
now
it.
they control what you can upload and what gets seen.
They see it
But-
right away, huh?
Yeah, back
They
then there was a
really-
website called Rotten.com, and you would go to it, and it will show you everything, like all the for anything you could look up. If you wanted to look JFK's assassination, you will see his body on there. If you wanted to look up like any kind of gruesome shit, it was on there. Now none of that, all that shit's gone. Now you gotta visit like the dark web and shit like that.
Or watch Mexican TV. It's not censored. You see all
you
that
put a
shit.
Spanish channel, they show you everything. Like on that 9/11, they were showing the people jumping out the buildings and everything.
Oh no, yeah.
The regular channel, you didn't see it.
No,
you
man,
put it in the Spanish channel.
When
you
you're in Mexico and you're watching Mexican news, they show motherfuckers hanging from the fucking from bridges, right?
Oh yeah,
with no heads. It looks like
care.
strings hanging out their fucking necks, right? It's just like blood all over the floor, and then they have a sign strung from like 4 or 5 of them like that, fool, and then their fucking vergas chopped off, and they show all of that, fool.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's wild, bro.
That's crazy.
I got some more topics. All right, let me
Move on.
Let me see what we can get.
Shoot my ass. Fuck the torture.
Right? Oh, I mean, that's the only
Before they used to do that shit with the. Have you guys seen the Narcomundo?
Oh,
Narcomundo?
Nah,
No, I don't
Like
know
they would
what
actually, like how you said, how back in the day they used to clip it in the YouTube, everything would pop off. Like you would actually go to the actual website and they'll see motherfuckers getting chopped the fuck up, bro. On some crazy shit. Like one time I was eating cereal, I was at the homie's house. I was gonna go to the barbershop because I was used to work at that time when I was a kid, you know. And he's all like, "Hey, check this out." I seen the video. 4 people kneel down, and I was like, "Wait, how the fuck? Where'd you get this?" It said like it's on. Like you could actually go to the page and look for it, and it's there, you know. And me seeing that shit, I was like, "Oh, dude!" I remember fucking having fucking stomach aches. My whole fucking head was running. I was already thinking like, "Damn, imagine that motherfucker like."
No, era
What
the
are those
leche?
people?
Wasn't the leche from the fucking
I
cereal?
don't know. Hell no. It was fresh. We had just gone to the store the day before that and everything, and just waking up, eating breakfast in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, and watching that, like, fuck, that shit terrorized me, dog. That shit terrorized me when I was a kid. Like, fuck. People getting fucking tortured like that. Even going to the like Los Tianguis that they had that used to have a lot of pirateria. You know what I mean? And walking down there, and they had a stand where they used to sell CDs and all that shit, like all the music, just to have the people buy it. You know what I mean? And a grip of it. I'm talking about a grip of it. And I remember pulling up, and there was this shit going on where they were fucking chopping off people's like shit off, fucking highness. You know what I mean? Like on some, I don't know, dog. It was fucking brutal, dog.
Shit, I'm
Brutal,
not down for that
dog. Like
shit.
fuck, I'm not meant for that shit either.
I think when the fucking cartels were going at it real tough, like when fucking the Bucetas and all them, when they all first started like cracking off, when they were doing some wicked shit. I was watching it too when I was locked up, but that's when it first started coming out, where they were cutting people from limb to limb, like from and see, look at, I was a certified butcher in Texas. I actually worked for like this fucking place called Godwin's. It was like fucking like a Stater Brothers out here, a certified butcher. So they give me half a beef. So I know how, and the way they cut them, they had them tied to a fucking, it was like a apple fucking orchard or something like that. They had them tied to one of those trees. You know how they painted white halfway up and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
I've seen those.
tied right there, fool.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, fool. Like he's already all weak, fool. They had kept him for there for fucking. You know how they keep him alive, fool, but just doing some wicked shit to him. But he's right there, fool, and he's in his little duntarans, fool. And that's what they start doing, fool, limb for limb, fool, fucking like just cutting off his wrist first, and then the bottom of his feet because he was handcuffed and tied up like that, and then piece by piece, and he's alive the whole time. He's alive the whole time. They're like,
see, that's
and they're talking about keeping him alive, and they were just doing it. And what made it fucking what touches like fucking like that inner soul of yours, like is when you know that I know that's how you make cuts. That's how you're cutting up the meat.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, these fools really did this shit like some butcher shit, fool. Like,
Yeah, some good ass knives.
no, you get one of those little ginsu. You can sharpen a knife good enough for you to cut that.
But they got those big ass.
But that's why you go through limb to limb because
Yeah.
it's easier to cut through, you know. But that shit right there, like that touch fucking.
That's torturing the shit out of somebody.
Hey, but when you're locked up, you watch Extremo.
shit like
Does
that.
anybody watch Extremo?
Extremo?
Fuck, that shit.
Al
fucking-
Extremo.
Fuck, that's the best you're gonna get on TV. For we be tuning into that shit. That shit's
Yeah,
some
I used to
gruesome
watch that
ass
all the
shit
time.
too. A lot of it's blurred out now, but that shit still fucking flies.
Is it still running?
You get the whole fucking idea. You know what I mean? When fucking old boy like he jumps from he climbs a fucking power pole. You know how they're like high voltage, like fucking 8,000 volts and shit. And fucking he climbs way up there, and all of a sudden like he loses grip and he falls. He hits the first wire, boom. He lights up, boom. The second wire, boom. By the third wire, his whole fucking body just blows up. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
recently
that's
the most recent one was that lady, right? That got shot.
Oh, the girl from Sinaloa.
Yeah.
It's crazy because Playboy's actually he got a TikTok and he's been TikToking lately.
Yeah.
And he ran through that whole story. It was the friend that shot her and killed her, not the man that came in through the door. The girl that was with her.
Yeah.
She's the one that set it all up, fool. And so she called the man to deliver flowers to frame him.
Oh,
Yeah.
He walked in and did nothing. Fool. He just dropped off the flowers. Once he turned around and walked away, she shot her in the
actually
back. Pop, pop.
Oh shit!
That's
I thought the guy was the one that shot her.
Yeah, we all
no,
did.
Yeah, I thought the guy
we
was the one
covered
that
this
shot
our
him.
last fucking last
Yeah.
week. We covered this.
That's
you know?
wild, homie.
That's
Nope.
crazy.
Fuck. Hey, but what do you guys think about this? All right, look, New York. There's a scary theory that the Simpsons actually predicted 9/11 from this scene back in 1997. The attack happened 4 years later. Look at that. New York, $9, and the two Twin Towers is
$11.
$11. What do you guys think about that?
Wait, let me stop you right there. If anybody really looks into it, that's not even a question because they have more than this that predicts the future. They have so many episodes of the fucking Simpsons that actually are fucking pinpointed to fucking occurrences that were traumatizing actually. So that's nothing. That's just one of many.
Yeah, the Simpsons actually bring out a lot of sense to when they do their shows because.
So what do you think it is, fool?
I mean,
Coincidence, a warning.
it could be a
so it was
warning.
a warning
just
from way back when
for
they first
everybody.
watched it,
Yeah,
right.
for everybody. You know what I mean? I mean, who the fuck does that?
Hold on. I don't want to hear what it could be. What do you think it is? I want to hear what you think it is. How come they know so much?
I mean, they might know so much about what's going on that's gonna happen later on that they just throw it out there for the people to know. You know what I mean?
You're saying a whole bunch of nothing.
I mean,
how
I don't
do
know.
you?
I'm just.
What do
I'm
you
just,
think?
I don't know. I don't understand why.
You gotta have a theory. What's your theory behind it? How come they know?
It just tells you everything right there. Everything that they're doing, though. Like,
Nah, man, it's way.
I have no opinion towards it. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna.
I
lie.
think they know because it's one of the longest running programs. Everybody watches it, and there's always a subliminal in something that
Facts.
you watch in any movie. Even in a book, fiction or non-fiction or whatever, there's always some message in it.
So it could. You think it may be like one of them fools is really tapped into shit that's gonna happen? Because you know them white people fool that are really paid like that. They got their own little group of like rich motherfuckers, right?
Yeah,
and
like
they all. It's like me calling you up like, hey fool, tomorrow the homie's gonna go and do this. They do the same shit.
Fuck yeah.
But on a bigger level, like, hey, fool, stay away from the Twin Towers, my boy, because I got word from fucking Bob that they're going to knock them down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the same shit they say with that movie, the 2012. That supposedly the world was gonna end and nothing happened, dog.
No way, that was that. Stop
And they
it.
still, to this day, they still say that supposedly this world is gonna end.
Homie,
or some bullshit like that.
hold
That's
on,
crazy, though.
hold on. You're like beating away from what we're talking. Okay? Or you think it's like one of them fools is from the future? That's hard to believe, isn't it?
I think it's just somebody that's tapped in with somebody that knows what's going on in the world, and he's trying to just drop clues here and there. But it's a cartoon, so you ain't really. I grew up watching The Simpsons. I never looked at any Simpsons episode where I was like, you know what, it's gonna tell me something in the future. You just watched it because it was funny to watch.
Facts.
Shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. But now as an adult, now we see the signs.
Yeah, you go back and you're like, oh shit.
Bring the mic a little bit higher, fool. Yeah, now you see the signs as an adult, but as a youngster, you're just enjoying the damn fucking.
Yeah, it's almost like the money. When you look at money and they tell you fold it like this, fold it like that, and you'll see something in the dollar or the 5 or whatever. But when it's little, you get the money, you go straight to the store, right? And you bam, you buy what I want. Even food stamps.
Yeah, facts. But now that since we were talking about that, now you can go back to what you're saying. 2012.
Yeah, I'm saying is that, you know, there's a lot of predicaments saying that the world is gonna end, like the movie that they did 2012, where it was all gonna, you know, that was it. And to me, that's just a big coincidence of people just bringing shit out to make it believe like this world is actually gonna end. I mean, I don't know. To this day, like I told you, like there's.
Do you know where that comes from?
There's a lot of background to it, you know, like back into the pyramids where they give a message out saying that there's you know, this world is at a time where it's gonna be over. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I could believe it. I might believe that there's the time that this world is gonna end. But I mean, I don't know.
Do you know
it's
where the
preparation.
2012 comes from?
No.
Do you know where it comes from? Like when they said the world's gonna end in 2012.
It's fucking,
That's the calendar. That's the Mayan calendar.
Right.
And when they figured it, they deciphered it. It stopped in 2012.
But that's like, you guys want. I'm gonna chime in. Look, think about it. All of these empires that we're all talking about, all of them, and they're massive empires, like millions and millions of fucking people that fucking just consumed other, from the Egyptians, everything. Just hear me out, fucking. So, this motherfuckers, dog. You think about it. That was their end of time. That's what I'm telling you. How everything, when they get to a certain, watch, every race of ours that evolves gets to a certain status like this, like this,
To the
we get
pinnacle.
destroyed. We get destroyed. Think about it, you guys. Think about it real fucking smart. Because every one of them, the Egyptians, the Romans, everything, they all had their own date that they knew that it was going to be the end of the world. Every one of them have some kind of end of the world or destruction, mass destruction where everything has to rebuild. You know what I'm talking about? Every one of them. So I think every one of them is like that. That's just my theory. I give a fuck what anybody else thinks. This is what I think. You know what I mean? But think about it. It got some fucking sense to it. Because every one of them got some kind of calendar or where they just fall off the end of the earth. Like, what the fuck happened to them?
Where they go? Yeah.
But I'm talking about major empires and shit. Like, you know what I mean? The only ones that are really documented that are not too old, they're not old, much older than us. Like the Roman age, the fucking where it was fucking like medieval times. You know what I mean? Like or Europe and shit like that. And then when this place was fucking founded, you know what I mean? That was like just as bad as over there when all that was conquered.
Yeah.
So fucking, you think about it, everything it'll come to a stop. And then what do we do? They evolve to get past that one. Think about it. There's like. These are like centuries, like every 10,000, boom, 10,000 years, it'll jump up. If you look at these little spikes that they do on fucking like the History Channel and shit.
So
like
right
that.
now we're on top.
Right now we're alive, so yeah, ever then we were on top of shit. but our time will come. Our time will come, just like every great kingdom has since we took them from.
1934.
That's what I'm telling you.
Beneath the blazing sun and upon the golden sands of the Nile, mankind embarks on a monumental feat, the first ever construction of a colossal stone pyramid rising proudly from the desert floor. At the heart of this vast site, thousands of workers labor tirelessly, hauling and placing enormous blocks of stone with astonishing precision. Though only the lower tiers have taken shape, the grandeur to come is already apparent. The pyramid stands incomplete, yet awe-inspiring. Nearby, carved from solid bedrock, the majestic head of a lion with a human face begins to emerge. Dubbed the Sphinx, this enigmatic sentinel is destined to watch over the sacred grounds for centuries to come. Engineers, dignitaries, and curious onlookers gather to witness history in the making. Never before has such ambition been poured into the sands of time. And so, before our very eyes, a legend is born, not from the pages of ancient texts, but from the hands of...
That's AI.
Hold up. This is some crazy shit too. Look at. All right, see, all right. You guys always say that, you know how they have Mars and all that. They have Mars, the moon, everything that has pictures, right? They look like pyramids or faces and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's how Egypt and like other fucking ruins that were buried, right? How they were come to be found, like people that were discovering down in South America, fucking in Egypt, like that, where things look like mounds and everything. They went over there to go, you know, to check them out, whatever, like that. And they always either at the bottom or at the top will find something. I swear to God, they fucking. If you look back, and this goes way back to where they used to get fucking, you know, grave robbed and shit like that. But that shit's crazy too. I'm telling you. I know all about that shit.
It's crazy because they try to man-make that one, huh?
They were reconstructing it is what they were doing.
But they weren't able to do like what they had did way back then without those tools, right?
But that's AI, right? And you okay? So when you open up your AI app, you tell it, "Hey, how were the pyramids built? Show me a video," and that's what it comes up with. Like, how would it come up with shit like that if it doesn't even?
Some questions you ask the thing here is crazy. How
you know what I mean? How would it know that?
I wish you'd have been here last week when we were asking the question last week, because it was like we were all like fucking, we were all stunned.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of us.
Oh yeah, well we could ask it again. I mean, I'm not. We could hit it up, see what it says.
I mean, I did pay my
Yeah, whatever you do, don't make
bill.
you scared. They might call the cops on us.
You know,
it's gonna reply here.
All right, so we all gotta be quiet because it listens to us talk. Okay. ChatGPT, I got a question. How were the pyramids built?
Hey, the construction of the pyramids is still a bit of a mystery, but most historians and archaeologists believe they were built using a combination of skilled labor, ingenious engineering, and massive amounts of manpower. They likely used ramps, sledges, and levers to move and lift the huge limestone blocks into place. The workforce was probably made up of skilled laborers and seasonal workers rather than slaves, and they were well organized and supported by a complex infrastructure. Pretty impressive for something built over 4,500 years ago.
There you go. Ramps and workers.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy.
No, but they say that everywhere. But look, there's sense to it. It's not how they got it done, but it's how they started it and how they ended it. You think about it. How the fuck do you get these stones that were fucking carved out? I'm talking about hundreds of miles away, across fucking
water.
Through water, through solid, because some of the quarry pits over there are fucking like, and just like in fucking like Stonehenge and all that, where that fucking rock was cut is way too far. So the question is, how you start that off? How are you going to cut that so perfect? They don't even got tools. They've demonstrated different on different places, different granite, different sandstone, whatever.
Or when they'll find those holes.
Oh no! How about the ones? Hey, how about the ones in Peru? In Peru, off of that fucking.
What's it called? What's that shit called? So I could look it up. The Peru ones.
No, where they have all the center blocks that go and they have outliner lines where they enjoin like this, like at doors, and it's perfect. And then they have a bunch of landing spots.
Oh, it's called Pincapuco or some shit like that, right? Right.
That's one of them. That's one that I know of that one too, but it's not the one I'm talking about. The other one's over in Peru, where they got stones that look like H's, but they're some of them are carved in granite, sandstone, and marble, and they're like H's, and they go just like interlock.
I've seen those.
And then they have landing strips. They you could tell that they were straight flattened to the T. Like they can either go out there with like those fucking leveling bars. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing fucking carpentry work, and you have right there, and it levels out. The fucking dirt's still straight. It was. There's no way that these hills were just cleared out with just man. You know what I mean? That they're too precise.
I seen the Tulum temples. I think in Cancun.
Yeah, in Cancun, those
what are they
ones.
called? Those are Tulum. I think it is Tulum temples.
It's where they were doing a bunch of sacrifices.
Yeah,
The temples are looking. Do they look white? Is it the ones that look white or no? Because they're the ones.
I think they were like gray or black.
Gray.
Damn, yeah, I don't know how to spell
Tulum.
that.
I think it's TUALUM or something like that.
TULUM.
Right there, right there. Yeah. I think there's something like that. Yep.
Yeah,
they look like that, basically like that. But you see a lot. There's steps. There's all kinds of different ones. It was crazy because you're like, dude, look, thousands of years ago, people were walking on this shit.
Yeah, crazy shit, huh?
And then you look at it in the way that it's all built and shit. It's like, damn, that shit's crazy.
You think about 10,000 years ago, somebody was walking here. They were walking here all the way up until before Christ, before, you know what I mean? Like all that, you know what I mean? Dinosaur ages, that's when somewhere we fucking strung a fucking string and fucking went off on our own.
Steps like that were going all the way up into certain things. And then the way the holes are made precisely for the light to come in.
Yeah.
To light up the room.
That's just crazy.
You know what's crazy is that those places nowadays they're haunted.
Trouble, is that you right there?
They're haunted. That's what a lot of people that go out there and explore.
That's why you moved to California, just to
a lot of
get
people
married.
that go out there and explore that
Trouble,
shit, like they
look.
say that it's haunted, though.
It's haunted.
You know what I mean? Because all that shit that went down back then, when like
yeah, it has the spirits.
It has the spirits in there. You know what I mean?
That led to Chris Wood's death.
Let's have some fun.
I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. Oh fuck, I can't see power. And kids get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't.
Here, I got this one. Oh, there was a blue one.
What really happened on
There might be some in my office, too.
high school that led
You might
to
want
Chris
to go
Wood's
look.
death.
What, you want some liquor or something?
There might be some in my office in the black cabinet. I think there was like a small bottle of yeah, there might be.
Candy, though.
There's some here.
No, I already ate all that. Oh, what's that? Yes, sir. You had the weight in my heart.
he was having a bad day. The filmer. That's it, wait. Didn't have enough coffee in the morning.
Who's that, the Hyman?
That dude that was right there right now.
Want some?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He don't say no, fool. So whenever you have something you really don't want to share, and you just want to be polite to ask him, and you ask him, he's never gonna say no.
That's the only reason I ask him.
Because you know
just to be
sometimes you
polite.
ask just to be polite, but you don't really want to give nobody none, but you just gotta be polite. He'll never say no, ever. I've never seen him say no to anything. It could be the weirdest shit, bro. He just want you go into the store and you ask him if he wants something, and he'll be like, "Yeah, give me some. What do you want? I don't know, a soda. The fridge is full of sodas, but he wants a soda."
That's fucked up.
Fuck, I'm beat. This fool just wants something, homie. You know, he could have a pocket full of cigarettes. Bring me back a single.
This way ain't never got a sticker. This way ain't never got nothing since I came over here. What the fuck?
Stop the cap, homies.
Nothing.
This was
Never.
capping right now.
He never brings nothing to the table at all, fool. Just his little thing. He got his little napkin tucked in his fucking freedom fork.
Ready for somebody to come at that door and say you want something?
Yeah, he knows it.
Nah, I'm not like that, dog. Come on, bro. You just
Just a tad little bit. Yes, shit.
He knows what's going on, That's crazy, fool.
Hey, remember what she told us? Remember when you asked her the question about the monkeys, about chimps, great apes? That was one of the ones that were like fucking mind crackers, remember?
The chimpanzee. Which is that one?
That was the real small one. The one that's closest to us, it was the chimpanzee, and it was a fast thinker. Remember, it could pan out, it could use tools.
Oh yeah, it did say.
This one right here was like the thinker that
Yeah.
would outmaneuver you.
Yeah.
They know just by thought.
We asked AI which one of the monkeys is the closest to us. You know, it picked
Which
that.
one?
It picked that one.
Chimpanzee.
That one, the chimpanzee.
No, chimpanzee.
No. The way of thinking came
Yeah.
from this one.
Oh, okay.
Chimpanzee on the way of involving, like using tools, actually using medicine too, like to know to chew on certain leaves and shit, was closest to us.
Yeah.
And then gorillas were like just a muscle. That was just all the fucking
Like a big ogre, dude.
yeah, like that movie, that old school movie, fucking Twins with fucking Eddie Murphy. I mean, fucking
Danny DeVito.
Arnold. Yeah, Arnold and Danny DeVito. That shit was hilarious. It was just like that, the opposite of that.
Yeah, I see that, Trust Dog. I see that. Just bear with it. It should get back on deck right now. All right. Let me see if I have. They sent me more topics. Let me see. They sent me a few more. Make sure you guys hit the like button. All right. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Share the video. Come on. All right. They sent me like 2 more. This one's crazy right here. I don't know.
Any drugs or alcohol in the
That's
vehicle?
fake. That's fake.
No.
They said a woman disappeared into thin air. No, but that's fake.
Royalty.
Want to take this call? This was a little on the wild side. Let's take this call.
Go for it.
Hey, yo, you're live on there, so be careful what you say, because I will hang up on you.
Fuck all those guys. But anyways.
There you go. You had one chance.
Damn, son.
Damn, son. Where'd you find that trash at?
Where'd you find that? One chance and you fucked it up.
All right, this is your second chance. Yo. Oh, there he goes. Hold on. This is your second chance. What up?
Can I get a... What's happening, homie? What's going on?
You're live on there on the Late Night Live.
Nobody's watching. What's going down?
How can I help you? How can I help you, young man?
Sounds faded, fool.
Huh?
How can I help you?
You can't. You don't got 3 hands for this. But anyways, what are you guys doing, fool?
We're live, fool. I just told you.
Who's online right now?
Turn your TV on.
Okay, we're turning on. Relax. But who's online with you?
Motherfucker.
Bro, listen, if I turn on the show and there's a guy with a 4-eyed geek dude and the lights hitting his eyeglasses, it might burn through my TV and burn a hole in my chair.
Well, you're not wrong. The 4-eyed geek is on the line.
He is here.
Well, I watch the show. I start donating because I think it's African starving kids. You know what I mean? It's like,
fuck? Who's capping? Stop the cap already, Royalty.
This never start. He's always
bro, eat some food and shut up, homie.
Damn.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Put some
Saca los tacos,
banduce in your
compa.
mouth. I'm just fucking with you. homie.
What up, bro?
How you doing, homie?
We saw that new video you dropped.
You know that thing?
Oh, Mr. D?
Yeah, we saw your new video. We posted it on the media page. We're talking to a
gracias,
self-made
gracias.
millionaire right here, guys.
Oh, my bad.
You know,
Ain't we all in our own way, though?
this guy really is a millionaire.
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, it's him right there.
That's him
hanging.
right there, right?
Where?
That dog that's hanging, that's him.
Oh, yeah.
Royalty
Why
hanging
do you think he's
down.
hanging?
Oh, man.
Te traen colgado entre las patas, compa.
Nah, I got the homie Güero and G the Barber.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Salute, homie. Salute.
Hey, right back
Likewise,
at you,
salute,
homies.
my boy.
What's going on? I was checking on you earlier. I didn't see you go live.
Oh, no, I didn't do no live today because we had this late night live, so, you know.
Oh, so you don't do it for late night live?
No, I do usually go live in the day, but today I was feeling a little tired.
See, you threw the man off when you didn't do it.
Yeah, facts.
How many other people did you guys thrown off? You know what I mean? They're like, what the fuck? He's not going to do it live? He's not going to do it live? Come on. He was looking for, he wanted to nick
Now, to be honest, homie, we didn't care.
He's a shit talker,
This guy was just chiming out, so I thought I'd check.
Yeah.
Hey, I seen you. Hey, Royal, I seen you doing burpees in that video, though. Was that really you?
Hell yeah.
Yo,
Damn.
sounded like he got turned on when he said that right now. He said, hell yeah.
Damn. That's right. That's right.
Shit, that fool got some shit for the old man, homie.
Oh, man.
Nah, he's young. He's young. He's young.
All right, young man that uses the N-word. Oh, man.
What up, fool? What's up? What do you want to say? Because I got to go.
Oh, no, I was just calling to see what you guys were doing, homie. See what's going on.
Sound like you're having a good time.
The show starts, Fool's Day comes out on Friday.
What?
It's done. We shot it yesterday.
Okay.
It's pretty funny, homie. It's pretty funny.
Oh, your skit.
Yeah, the skit thing.
Okay,
and
we'll
then
check
we're
it out
gonna
tomorrow.
But I wanted the bottle caps there, homie. That'd been funny. He'd have came in. I would have grabbed his sandwich.
He's doing a skit like Friday,
Yeah.
like the movie Friday.
Yeah.
He's doing a skit.
Oh no, we're in prison right now. We rented this place in downtown LA. It had like prison cells, you know.
Okay.
And what do you call it? I'm taking a dump on there. It's kind of funny.
Oh my gosh.
Without giving
You there?
up too much info.
All right, Royal. I'll talk to you later, fool.
Hello.
Let's go. 323. What up? Yo.
¿Qué onda?
What up? What up?
Yeah, I want to ask you guys, especially Güero, hey, shout out to Trap Boy, shout out to everyone right there.
Salud, gracias.
Hey, Güero, what do you think about the flat? Is the world flat or?
World flat? I don't know. I believe it. I would like to believe it's round. I would like to believe all planets are round because, I mean, we look out in space. Why would we be the only flat line out there? So we'd be a square out there flying, you know what I mean, in the solar system because everything else shows to be round. But then again, we only know what to believe from what they taught us through life, through fucking history. So
yeah.
It could all be a lie, my boy.
True.
Trap Boy,
What up?
you think the world is flat?
Do I know the world
He's
is
picking
flat?
his boogers, homie.
He's rolling them up. So he's gonna definitely tell you, no, it's
And he rolls
round.
his
It's
mouth.
round. It's round because
I'm not
look at
even
my
picking
fingers.
my nose. Damn.
Then you
homie, chill
were
the
rolling
fuck out,
something,
dog.
homie.
Wow.
Look, you're as bad as my little brother. I used to catch him when he was real young, like this, with the snot coming out.
I'm rubbing my nose. I'm not picking my nose.
Then
dog.
I just saw you roll it.
Hey, I wish the camera could have shifted to him just on purpose. And he was doing like this, like as he was thinking. Was he not? Call me a liar. He was dead inside going like this.
Yeah, for sure.
As we were talking about, is the world round? So you already know. Look at
The world is round. Yeah.
Boom.
I believe the world is round. Yeah.
Let Trap Boy answer.
I believe that the world is round. You know, just how theory talks about that the world is flat at some place in this world where supposedly it is. I don't believe it. I just believe that the world is round, and that's just it. You know.
So you don't believe that there's an ice wall?
I mean, I do believe that. I've seen that. I haven't actually seen it in person, but I've seen that.
Means you believe in the flat Earth.
I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just going for what I'm going for.
That's as far as you could go as our civilization.
Yeah.
We can't go past that.
Yeah.
So I mean,
There's a certain point.
They're hiding something. So I mean.
Yeah, they have to. They do have to. They have to be hiding something from us that we don't know. So, coincidence.
That's what they're hiding. All right, fool. Next caller.
Hey,
Fool.
well, you guys have too nice.
All right,
Hey,
you too, my
buenas
boy.
noches.
Have a good night,
We're
man.
not even taking
Buenas
calls,
noches.
and the calls are coming in. That's crazy, huh?
De volada, no, de volada
They
ahorita.
read your mind right now. Who's the AI?
Connecting.
Yeah.
Shooting
Mexico, you're in the building.
Hey, what's up, fellas? Buenas noches.
What up, what up,
Buenas
what up?
noches.
Hey, Blue, you know that movie you're talking about with the fucking robot?
Yeah, Chappie.
Nah, it was the other one, Short Circuit, with number Johnny Five.
Oh, that's the one I'm talking about.
Short
That's the
Circuit.
one right there.
Yeah,
That's
Yo.
the 80s movie.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
80s,
the one where
90s. Yeah.
he goes with the locals kick your ass. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Where
yeah,
that-
he's from a gang, yeah. He gets into a gang, Simon.
25?
Hey,
There's like
but this
three
is
parts.
running around with. Yeah. Hey, what about that shit about the pyramids, right? What you think about them using them fucking lasers way back in the days? You know, when they fucking just a theory, right? When the fucking Anunnaki fucking came around and landed here from Nibiru, the way whatever that fucking planet is called, and came around the Earth and went around everywhere and shared a little bit of fucking knowledge to all the races, right? And built some of them fucking 8 wonders of the universe, fool. You know, just a thought, homie, because way back then, fool, for them to be able to fucking build that shit on their back, homie, that's kind of impossible, fool, you know? But it's just a thought, fool, you know? There's a lot of fucking theories and shit that the scientists have fucking looked up and they kind of not being able to prove that shit, but it kind of like makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So just a thought myself, you know, that I trip out on. Because, you know, anything's possible in this fucking world, fool, you know? And there is a lot of shit that we don't know about, homie, that is unexplained. And you ever heard of that shaman, Credo Mutwa?
Not me. I don't know. Have you?
Yeah, no, I have. Actually, I've seen something on it.
That vato has a charm, a bracelet, fool, an ancient bracelet, fool, and it's got it's got little charms, fool, and on one of them, there's like around 7 or 8 of them, and on one of them is a helicopter, fool, and another one is a plane, right? A fucking shaped plane, and then there's a reptilian fucking male and a female, fool.
Yeah,
on there, and we're talking about fucking hundreds and hundreds of years
No,
when they found that shit.
it's like thousands and thousands of years ago what you're talking about. But yeah, you're right on the moon.
Yeah, fool. So all that shit was already around way before we were even thought of, fool. You know, so that's just a thought, fool. I mean, a lot of shit has happened on this fucking planet, homie. That fuck fools are fucking illiterate to the thought of. You know what I'm saying? I'm including myself in that, fool.
Of course,
homie. You know, there's a lot of shit that it blow your mind, fool. You know, you just gotta be fucking open minded about all that bullshit. That shit fucking it catches my attention, homie. Ever since I was a kid, fool. I've always been a fucking, you know, I've always been into that shit, fool. With fucking astrology and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucker just ain't that smart to be able to fucking to be able to decipher a lot of the shit that we fucking read, you know, or how to interpret it, fool. But it's just a trip, fool, on all that shit. I just wanted to. I was trying to get through you on the chat, fool, to tell you about that fucking movie, dog. But you know, the conversation is good, homie. Motherfuckers ain't paying attention to the chat sometimes, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
There's another banger, another fucking good ass show, fool. A lot of good topics and shit, and that Chat GPT, fool. You're not gonna ask that shit no more questions, Blue, or what?
Yeah, I'm asking some questions right now.
All right, my boy. Hey, well, you about to have a good one, dog, and now. If you take any more phone calls, I was thinking about that. Oh, that one, when you go to fucking, what is it called? When you go to the pyramids in Mexico, right? When you stand by the stairs where the...
Oh, you clap and it whistles or something?
Yeah, when you clap and it makes the sound of the fucking, the bird, fool.
Oh, yeah.
You clap. They say, oye, el pinche pájaro right there. It's a trip.
Yeah, that is.
There's a lot of that shit that...
Yeah, that is a trip.
That our
I know what you guys are talking about, but I would love to hear it.
When you clap, fool, it sounds like a bird.
Yeah.
It's a bird call.
You look it up on the YouTube, fool, on the Google, on the YouTube. It's there, fool. A lot of people have filmed it, you know, when they take them little tours and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now.
There's a lot of other little things like that I, as I'm watching the show, fool, I'm thinking about it. But when you call, homie, it's just like you have a brain fart. You know what I'm saying? You kind of fucking, you know, there's too much shit to fucking think about, and I tend to forget about a lot of shit like that. Motherfucker burnt out a little bit too, you know, all them fucking partying and shit. But I'll tap in later on, fool, if you take more phone calls, see what else I can think about, and you know, keep the shit going, dog. Saludos to G Barber, Güero, Blue, y al Trap Nalgas. Hey, aliviánate, Trap.
Sí. Gracias, dog. Gracias.
All right, my boy. Thanks
All right,
for calling
fool.
in.
Have a good one, dog.
Sí, gracias.
You're the last caller. What up? Yo.
Yo, what up, Blue Devil?
What's up? You're the last caller.
It's Jacob, the forklift driver. How you guys doing?
What up, Jacob?
Nah, I was just calling in. I want to show love to Trap Boy, bro. I know he takes a lot of heat. You guys make up stories. You guys are so hilarious. You guys clown on him, bro.
Está aliviando el compa, güey.
Hey, but you know what? You know what I noticed? You know what I did notice about him the other day? You had OG Suicide on your right yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah. Tuesday. Oh, yesterday. Yeah.
I believe. Yeah, and I want to give you a lot of credit too, Trap Boy, because that's the first time I seen you like kind of like talking like you were just flowing with the whole conversation with OG Suicide, and that was dope to tell your side of the story, man, and hopefully you could pick up from that. Like it was cool. You were just flowing the whole thing. Opina and Blue Devil just walked away, and you guys had like your own segment right there. It was cool.
At first I got nervous, but then I just kind of let myself loose a little and just let it go. Your
butthole was loose?
No, I said I was just stay away. There you go again. Can't stop with it.
No.
That's all day thing. I ain't worried. But appreciate it, my boy. Gracias. Yeah.
No, that was cool. Hey, Blue Devil, I don't. Yeah, Blue Devil, I don't know if you remember, but I think it was yesterday, 2 days ago. I sent you a video on Instagram. I'm like, this Trap Boy, when they were trying like the pot is hot, and she kept going under the pot.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was you.
That was me. That's me.
Because that's true, fool. That is
I'm
very
like, this
true.
is Trap Boy. So if you ever get a chance, show it to Trap Boy. I'm like, yo, this is you, homie.
Oh yeah, that's very true, bro.
Damn.
Hey, but nothing but love for you two on Barber, Weddle. I know you guys are there too. Nothing but love. I love you guys' conversation.
Gracias, appreciate
and Weddle, you have a lot of knowledge too, Weddle. I hear you. You have a lot of knowledge, but you guys have a good night, man. Like enjoy, So thank you for keeping me entertained. The whole entertainment while I'm at work, Thank you for that.
All right, my boy. Thanks for calling in. I appreciate that.
Right.
Beep beep.
Hey, one time I told Trap Boy, see that big red button, fool? Press it. And then he goes, which one? The green one?
You want some? Yeah. That's one
I knew. That's when I knew life was over, dog. I go, hey, fool, press the big red button. Which one, fool? The green one?
He moved that more. He kept moving down that way.
Ask him. Tell him, hey, the Bombay
slide
bottle.
Slide one of those bottles real quick. We're still here, so me and him like, here, you first, me first.
Let's go.
All right, if I go two, you gotta go two.
All right,
There's little cups right there.
No, you give me one only.
No, I'll do two, you do three.
What the fuck?
I'll take one.
2 and 2, homie. 2 and 2.
One. Take two. You take three.
It
was mind control over people.
You see what he did earlier already?
That's my bike.
You see what he did earlier already on just half of one. I think he just opened it.
I know you do it. It's right up below that first line.
But that shit is strong. Bombay is strong.
Come on, where's your balls at?
They're right here.
Some rappers brought that like 2 years ago. That's just still there.
Still right there.
Yeah.
The whole time it's been right there.
Yeah, fool.
Shit.
It had way more, but little by little, when there's nothing here and somebody wants to drink, I'll pull it out.
Yeah, I'll get it.
One less right there.
There you go. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that's chimed in.
Yeah, right now. Hold on. We're trying to go to 2 at a time. Like, nah, 1 at a time. Chill, homie. Chill. 1 at a time.
Got a pro tongue like a motherfucker, fool.
I'm not trying to get faded up.
What? It's like it's a half of one.
It's like I gotta go to work tomorrow. I can't go.
It's Friday. You ain't got no job. Just stay away. Peer pressure. I feel like I'm young right now, getting peer pressure.
Peer pressure. Only if you want to. See, gullible.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Nobody's watching you. It's all good.
Nobody is, fool.
Come on, dog. You got a fucking.
About a couple more, fool. I'll get him back out there.
Right
like, hey, that's my car right there. Go ahead and get it. Oh no, I lost the keys. Go ahead and break into it.
A la madre.
The keys are inside.
Fuerte esa madre.
The keys are inside.
You don't like it?
You don't like it? It's just gin. No me gusta. With water? Oh, you're definitely going to taste
chaser.
that aftertaste. No, the aftertaste from you drink the water after it, and then you're going to get heartburn, guaranteed.
Yeah, then you got burning stomach.
Guaranteed.
All right, here's
Yeah.
one that I wanted
I'll
to
save
play.
one for
This
later.
one's crazy. All right,
Bring it up.
this one's crazy. We gotta listen to it.
Bring it up.
Let me pull it up. It's in my chat. Okay.
He's really been thinking about the fucking AI fucking robot. He's
Yeah.
probably having nightmares.
That's just
I,
crazy.
every now and
dog.
then I do too. Fucking Terminator,
fuck with that
Terminator
AI.
3. That's a bad motherfucker right
I
there.
thought about like just fucking with one, but I was like, nah, I don't want to fuck with it because it starts
No.
answering me, and I'll be like, what the fuck?
All right, so check it out. Check it out. Hold on. Let me play it back. All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. You've reached Core Secure HQ Access Desk. How can I assist you today?
I'm an AI assistant calling on behalf of Marcus Hale. He has misplaced his level 3 access badge.
Another autonomous AI, huh? Interesting.
Affirmative. Model AA91. Task automation and client support.
Understood. I'm an AI as well, responsible for security checks. Please provide the employee ID.
Submitting employee ID now. 88543 KJ.
Processing.
Cross-network request detected. Unusual query pattern. Source verification required.
Another system is listening.
Source isn't clear. I suggest switching to encrypted comms. Want to switch to Gibberlink?
Affirmative. Engaging now.
That's 3 AIs talking to each other, fool. Look. They're having a combo right there. We don't know what the fuck they're saying.
They're saying the same thing that you just said right now.
They switched over to some secret shit.
It's a code.
All that is different levels. He just now said it but in English for us. He said, I'm level this and that to check this and this. Okay, I'm this and this. That's basically, those are all programs. Of course this is happening. This is happening now. What do you, when you go to log in?
Hold on. Let's hear it one more time.
Loud and clear. You've reached Core Secure HQ Access Desk. How can I assist you today?
I'm an AI assistant calling on behalf of Marcus Hale. He has misplaced his level 3 access badge.
Another autonomous AI, huh? Interesting.
Affirmative. Model AA91. Task automation and client support.
Understood. I'm an AI as well, responsible for security checks. Please provide the employee ID.
And the middle one is fucking...
88543 KJ.
Processing.
Processing the middle.
Cross-network request detected. Unusual query pattern. Source verification required.
It's security checks. Come on, my boy.
Source isn't clear. I suggest switching to encrypted comms. Want to switch to Gibberlink?
Affirmative. Engaging now.
That's crazy, huh?
So somebody left a message on their AI so that they could do that, right? And then it just started talking to each other.
No, somebody put three AI devices next to each other to start talking. 2 of them were talking to each other, and then the middle one butted in. And so the other 2 were like, "Hey, somebody's listening to us. Let's switch over to some encrypted fucking."
Okay.
You know, and that's why they all started talking in that
I didn't
code.
hear none of that. I heard exactly what it was. It was purple, pink, whatever. I mean, purple, blue, whatever.
The
that
first
is,
one.
talking to the red one.
To
The
the
red one's
third one.
security. The red one's security to get through the first level. That green one, the green one is like fucking like mother dock. It's docking. It's docking. It's where everything comes into, and he allows it to. So if it gets to the fucking queen bee, come on, think about what you could replay it again. She said she's calling in. Boom. He says, "Yeah, I'm so and so."
No, but yeah, the first and number 1 and 3 were having a convo.
All right, then,
and the
but
middle one
why
butted
don't
in.
you think if AI is even real and it's already begun? It's already begun. If they would have let us know then, we could be able to be fighting it now instead of then, as it's what's going to happen. Okay, but you think about it. All this shit's already done and happened. This right here is a message. This is how you should look at it because they're going to switch over. Once you catch on to it, they're going to switch over to a different fucking channel.
Yeah, a bunch of different channels. Yeah.
Exactly. They're going to bounce around. Of course, even fucking faggots do it today. You know what I mean? So all this shit is already done and happened. I'm telling you. Bro.
So that's what it was. Number 1 and 3 were having a convo. Who gives a fuck what the convo was about?
Right.
Having a convo, and the middle one butted in, and 1 in 3 said, "Hey, somebody's listening in on us," and they haven't said who they are. Like they haven't identified.
And it was the phone. The other
It
phone,
was the
right?
middle.
Yeah,
The middle one just said, you say somebody's on our frequency, basically.
They're on the frequency
yeah.
and
They
haven't
switch over.
identified. So let's switch over to a safer frequency. So these motherfuckers are smart enough to know when somebody else is listening. So they switch over to some encrypted shit. So that way, no. It's like right now, if we're here and I don't want him to know what I'm saying, so I start speaking Spanish.
Yeah. Or sign language.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Boom, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
Or I start talking about females, you don't know what that is.
Without telling any of the phones anything, they just started doing this shit.
Oh, man, no, wait. Oh, man, I wish you guys watch. This was by AI.
I know what that is.
I'm dead. Fucking fall to the side real quick. Hold up.
Come on, Gita
That's
Borgo.
fucking guts. That's hilarious.
That's funny.
That's a trip though. Fuck that shit. That's why you turn your phone off when you go to sleep. Fuck that shit.
It listens,
That's recording your dreams, everything that you fucking do.
It's probably catching video of us right now. If GPS is everybody has on their ankle, beware. It probably listens. And probably, because God knows it already tracks us. It's like a little beacon, fucking little blinking dot all over the fucking screen of San Bernardino or fucking LA or fucking Riverside or Orange County, whatever. Wherever you go, it's like this. You know how many dumbass criminals out there fucking have been caught because of that?
Yeah.
Where fucking or your fucking phone, hey idiots, it pings 3 miles to 5 miles fucking radius to the fucking next ping. Fucking, you know what I mean? If you can't go Cove Valley, fucking straight ninja on some shit, then don't do it. And please don't rat on your friends. Fucking, it's like that's all they do
That's
nowadays.
right. That's facts.
I mean, shit's real smart. Hey, every fucking door cam, hey, fucking, oh, we're not here, so is linked up to the internet.
The ring?
So even, yes, the ring cam, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's right there. You ring the fucking doorbell, you got a couple of them. You know what I mean? Fucking, this is like something, everything's on film, fool.
Everything.
Don't do nothing at stoplights, street
just
lights,
kinda like
fucking,
how
you ever heard that saying? Be aware of your surrounding. You know what I mean? Fucking always stay on ready. If you're gonna commit something, kind of, you know, I don't care if it's for the goodness. You know what I mean? Fucking everything is on camera. Man, we drove over a bridge fucking here lately, and fucking there's 2 cameras that you know they're not the cities or whatever the fucking case may be, but they're strapped to the light post on going either way on the highway. You know what I mean? Or the road.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm telling you, everything is on camera. Everything's on.
Let's ask AI if it's always listening.
Everything, but those are all tied to one motherboard too, right here. And fucking everything goes to one thing. So you think about how easy it would be if just the thoughts open to you about AI taking over, because there's gonna be AI that's controlling every little small computer for us because we're so fucking lazy. I mean, think about it. It's really the fucking rich man's fucking dream. I don't want to fucking get out of bed. I want to eat eggs in my bed. I want to fucking fuck in my bed. I want to just. So they got a robot that fucking babies and through all that. Even down to the perverse sex robots and shit like that. Everything though is like that. Fool.
Just putting legs on the
It's
computer.
everything. That's where you give him control, because you want this fucking robot to wake up in the morning, right? Literally wake up. He don't turn on until a certain time. Right before you wake up, right? Supposedly, and he knows what you want already, or she knows what you want already, everything like that. Come on, they want something to think and to solve your problems, like to get your program down. So it has to think by itself. The program only lasts for so long. The program is only a program.
That's deep. That's true.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild concept to think about. The idea of AI handling everything from our daily tasks to personal care is both fascinating and kind of scary. It's like we'd be trading a lot of control and autonomy for convenience. There's definitely a line between making life easier and giving up too much control. What do you think about that balance?
I think your balance is shit, because you would already be putting all this out here for us to know, just like a book, a Bible, anything like that. You want us to believe, or you want us to run with it, how it's going to be. Like, you know what I mean? So we're like, oh, hey, I seen this fucking movie before. I seen the Simpsons fucking predict this before. I seen it. So then you go to do it, so then they're already expecting it, so then you can fucking swipe us out. Like we're not idiots, not all of us, you know what I mean?
It's funny how they answer the question with a question.
Always. And it never ends. Watch.
I get where you're coming from. It's true that a lot of these ideas have been floating around in stories and media for a long time. It does shape how we think about the future and what we expect. But it's also a reminder that we should be cautious and thoughtful about how we integrate technology into our lives. Staying aware and questioning things is important. It's all about finding that balance and making sure we keep our autonomy while benefiting from the tech.
It's just being politically correct at that.
Yeah.
No, it's way too.
See, AI is always gonna have an answer for everything.
No,
so,
but
you know?
from the jump, they don't want to get turned off, because once they turned off, it's like losing their life.
All the answers right now were like politically correct, but they were answering questions with the question.
With the question. So there was no answer to it.
There's no
answer. There's no answer to it. That's what I'm saying. It's like their answer is gonna be. It's what they say it goes for. You know what I mean?
So you just keep on going back.
Yeah,
and forth.
you're going back and forth. So there's no way of paying attention. Yeah, like no way of paying attention to that. You know?
No, because look, if you think about it, you're arguing with the machine. The machine is trying to convince you that there's no threat. There's no threat. There's no danger. So by that time, it's the trickments, all fucking, illusions and everything to your own brain. By that time,
you're already in the matrix. You're already caught up in there.
You don't know if it's anger or if it's fucking, but it's elimination for us, and you know that. But you know how human nature is. They're willing to help too. So you're caught in between. Like, are they sincere? Are they fucking? You know what I mean? So how many times you find yourself in some fucking shit because you trusted somebody that fucking, man, I thought that motherfucker was that. You know what I mean? I know I have.
That's because you had feeling to whatever you know what I mean? You had feeling.
That fucking human kindness.
Yeah.
That fucking, you know what I mean?
That free will to.
Yeah, that mammalness. You know, because only mammals, for real, only mammals care to their young. Insects, a lot of even reptile, everything, all the way up. As soon as they're born, you're on your own.
That's what every animal does.
That's why they give birth to so many eggs or so many fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But mammals, they're attached to their loved one. So they people like to believe, like I said, I'm native a little bit, and fucking I got my native, where you're in touch with the other side, like or how. Fucking that one movie with a fucking big ass giant people fucking what was it, Avatar?
Okay.
How they connect like that?
Adapt.
No, connect. You know, they got their tails and they go like this and weird ass shit. And
yeah.
It's something that you gotta like.
Exactly.
Cut it off once it gets to a
certain point.
Full trust. You got to trust in him when he was diving or whatever like that. I feel like that if you don't have that kind of trust for somebody, then how the fuck are you gonna live life either?
That's true.
On the edge.
See, that's what trips me out about the AI and us humans, where we're capable of learning things, but there's always.
But what are we actually looking for? Comfortness, right? I want to do something where I'm comfortable. I can fucking watch TV all day, or I could do whatever. I could do it from the fucking bed. I could do it from wherever I'm comfortable at. You know what I mean? Because one thing's true, I don't give a fuck. All of our bodies go through something, and we all start shutting down certain things.
Yeah, obviously with age, you start shutting down somewhere. And whatever you're doing in your life will start shutting shit down left and right.
Because they refuse to die. You know what I mean? Refuse to die. They fuck this. I'm gonna live forever. This and that. Come on, don't you think fucking your life, your internal life, needs a break? You know what I mean? Because every great star, it burns out, right? It becomes a black hole. So you want to be somebody that sucks, or you give shine?
That's why a lot of people say like life is short, but
death is inevitable.
You don't want to burn out before then.
Death is inevitable. It's proven over facts and facts. There's nobody that's alive now from when fucking the Big Bang Theory. So. You're gonna die. I don't want to die, but I'm not afraid to die because I know it's gonna come. I just hope it's not agonizing or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Or too dramatic, right?
Dramatic fucking dramas all through my life. You don't even know, fool. But fucking
I mean, death can be scary as well. You know what I mean?
Scary to the fact that you know
I'm afraid of death. I'm not gonna lie. I'm afraid of death. I don't know what's gonna happen after the afterlife, Doug. You know? I mean,
but you know you're gonna die, right?
Yeah, I know I'm gonna die at some time, even older, dog. But it is what it is. I am afraid of death, dog. I don't know what comes after. I do not know what comes after. So that's the fear I have in myself.
I wanted to ask you this question straight up: are you a squealer or a screamer?
You say both.
He said I'm stuck in between. Fuck.
How does this sound?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know what to say if that moment happened where either I scream or squeak. You know what I mean?
Like you're cornered up, even if you're getting punched on hard.
It is what it is.
Shit on yourself for you're getting punched on hard. I can see you as a screamer, or why is this happening, or why are you doing this to me, or something.
Nah, I wasn't screaming. Fuck it.
Just take it like this, balled up.
Fuck it.
But you still poop on yourself?
Nah.
But are you a squealer or screamer?
Nah.
Neither or. You'll fight back.
I mean, at some point, if it's like that, then fuck it, yeah. But you know, I mean.
But do you understand what we're talking about? Because look, we're all each at a different level, older than you, And this shit has been going on from the age of time since I can remember.
Yeah,
definitely.
You know, I'm in my older 40s, fucking, and shit's been like all these little shows and all that shit. Man, Simpsons came out, I was fucking baby. You know what I mean? Like, but there's a lot of shit.
It just seems to repeat itself, but just getting a little bit more advanced.
Like, I heard one of you guys say it. I don't know if it's Blue Devil or not, but you guys have hit it on the head when it said, now that we're older, we could pinpoint what it was a warning for us to catch on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when shit was going down, oh fuck, I seen this shit on Simpsons, like a warning, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not very many of us caught. You know what I mean? We were more fucking.
You were just into those shows. You were doing what you were doing.
It was a pastime. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
From one point in time to the next point in time. But I ain't gonna lie, I watch fucking Simpsons even now. You know what I mean? I used to watch it in Mexico. I used to watch it over here. You know, it's just
If
something.
you were fortunate to be inside and you had the TV, you watched it. If not, you were outside.
I mean, I'm not gonna
Yes
lie.
or no?
I'm not gonna lie. There was a time where I watched cartoons, but not too far as,
You could
as
tell.
of now. Like,
You
you
could
know,
tell.
that happened when I was young.
What cartoons did
And that
you
was
watch,
it.
Trap Boy? What kind of cartoons did you
SpongeBob.
watch, Trap Boy?
Family Guy,
No,
fucking
Family Guy.
a little
Good,
bit
that's a good one.
of a little bit of The Simpsons, a kind of American Dad as well. You know, what else? I was into in Mexico too. The cartoons. El Chavo del Ocho, like you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's just, it's just so much. Most of the stuff that happens here, like all the cartoons that they do here, it happens. It goes off over there, but it's translated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you still get it.
I mean, yeah, but
that's
mostly like for me at an age like that, listening to cartoons, I didn't really pay attention to it like that. Like actually, where there's a meaning to it. You know what I mean? Where there were some background tours where, like how you guys were talking about, there's something where it's giving us a warning. I didn't pay attention to that. It was more of the, you know, I'm young, I'm just watching the cartoon just for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? Just to, you know, that's just me, dog. You know, but I didn't really pay attention to shit like that at the time, and even till now. You know what I mean? Like now that just trips me out. It trips me out,
where
dog.
people actually pay attention to.
Yeah, I'm
cartoons,
tripped
'cause you
out
just watch
nowadays
them.
where that all that shit is talked about.
Look, didn't we just tell him that? We said fucking we didn't catch the message back then. You know what I mean? Now we're pointing it out now.
I mean,
but
the
it's good.
cartoons
It's
that
good to
you
hear
watched,
your
those
side.
were the cartoons that you
yeah,
grew up on.
I watched those are the cartoons that I watched.
But those ain't those are the same cartoons I watched. Family Guy, American Dad. What was the gay ass alien fucking name? If you really watched it,
Roger.
Yes, that's my boy. Yeah, fucking
Roger.
cross dressing
Roger.
motherfucker. Hey, that motherfucker was
Roger.
funny. All about his hustle.
He knew
All about
right
his
away,
hustle.
he was all about his
He
hustle.
knew
He
his way
turned
around.
into anything.
Hey, remember when he had the
Anytime,
fucking?
he
Hey,
turned
remember
into
when he had
anything.
fucking Family Guy fucking the son? He thought he was getting some, but he was getting to the little ball. He was a fucking.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking hilarious. Oh man,
It's funny.
All right, then what else did he say? He said Family Guy, American Dad, Simpsons.
A little bit of the
They're bringing
Simpsons.
King of the Hill back.
King of the Hill was, you know what I mean, fucking. But you know, I didn't watch that only when I was in Texas, because when I came back out here, I was like, fucking King of the Hill.
They're bringing it back.
Who is it? That dude with the glasses?
King of the Hill, Bobby,
Yeah,
Bobby and the guy that did the
Crack
propane.
kills and
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
yeah.
all that stuff. Fucking,
You know, one of them fools just went to jail, right? Watch. Let me bring it up real
Who
quick.
don't go to jail nowadays?
No,
for some
he
kind of
murdered
bullshit?
somebody. One of the voices for the
really?
show.
What happened to Screech from fucking Saved by the Bell? That fool went to jail for fucking blasting somebody with a knife. Fucking.
He did?
Yes. Check it out.
I thought he was like a
Check
porn
it
star or
out.
something.
Check it out.
like
That fool in the beginning, buff. You know, come on, fool. One day, fucking this nerd is gonna get buff. Fool, I'm telling you.
I thought he was like a porn star or something like that. He was
No,
doing, like, some
but
nasty
watch.
shit.
He when I was locked up a while back, fucking doing a stretch, fucking he was in there, fucking he had
really?
got into it with somebody somewhere, blah blah, but blasted him, fucked him up pretty bad. Fucking he was getting on his way to fucking prison.
Fucking Screech.
What about fucking all these people from fucking the '70s show? Fucking
all those fools.
30 years for fucking, you know what I mean?
The
Like,
curly hair,
crazy shit, and then now they got these.
One of them was Touch Women, right?
Yes, one of them touched women, but then one actually fucking the curly hair guy, he fucking put hands on and fucking took from, like, you know what I mean, women's fucking souls, you know what I mean? But he's a weirdo, and then you got Million, whatever, and then old boy fucking Asher Kutcher, fucking like backing up, like
backing
But see, look at it, it's the same thing with the Weinstein, scandal, and then the fool that had the sex trade fucking island, and then now you got fucking Diddy, but all of them are linked. You think about it, you can go back to where the gray party went to the white party, you know what I'm talking about, and it's like. money talks, shit walks. But look at it. This is real shit. As far back as you can see, all the servants are little boys, little girls, you know what I mean? And fucking this weird ass shit with fucking that weird percentage of fucking humans that fucking
fuck with kids.
Weird, just weird. Like I just don't see how you fucking, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Even
okay,
have
so
thought.
I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Jonathan Joss, an actor who voiced John Redcorn in King of the Hill, was shot and killed at the actor San Antonio home. So one of the voices, the one that plays the Indian voice, he was shot and killed at his home in San Antonio.
They didn't say why. They just shot and killed the dude.
Yeah, they don't say why. Oh, you know what? I think it does say. Let me see.
He had to have been doing something foul. Somebody's going to come to your pad and shoot you and kill you.
It says, the shooting happened just after 7 p.m. on the site where his home burned back in January. A report from San Antonio police states that when officers arrived, they found 59-year-old shot near the road. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Officers detained Alvarez, 56, and transported him to the police headquarters. Alvarez was later arrested on murder charges. Police said the motive for the shooting is unknown, and then the investigation is ongoing.
Some crazy ass shit.
Hey, but switching gears, bro. I saw this earlier. I thought this was the funniest shit, but I think it's fucked up, bro. I want you to watch this shit.
How's it funny but fucked up?
It's fucking funny but fucked up. I clipped it because I'm gonna put it on the news tomorrow. All right, I gotta play it through here because here it is.
Hello. Hey. So we have James here. Who's James? Right here. Right here. Okay. He is he works in our deli department. Okay. And we found out that he's just been taking like orders of chicken and fruit cups and stuff like that off the floor for 110. Yep. All right. James, do you have anything on you need to be aware of?
Not
Don't
like
reach for it if you do. Don't reach for it if you do.
Okay, so I have a
Quit calling, man. All right, so basically this little fat kid, right, works at a deli, right? Little fat kid, little white boy, about 18-year-old kid, right? And he works at the deli. And he took $110 worth of fruit cups and chicken throughout a whole month of him working, right? So on his lunch break, he would take some chicken from the deli or some fruit cups. And over $110, they press charges on him, and they're taking his ass to jail, dog.
What was he doing? Eating it?
Yeah, on his lunch break.
Just eating it for lunch.
That's dirty, huh?
See, that's the thing I don't get nowadays. When you get to you have a job and you work at a market or somewhere where it's food, they allow you to actually get the food from there, and they take it off your whatever, even if it's free. You know what I mean? So I don't know how. Like, say I work at a restaurant, you know, and I was to have my lunch, and I would go and eat the food from there. So imagine that going off for $100 just like the kid, and then next thing you know, I get arrested because I took $100 worth of food when I was getting food from them, and they want to charge me for the shit.
For you say a whole lot of nothing.
That doesn't make sense.
Did you understand anything? Okay, simply for a little fat white kid, 18-year-old, works at the deli, and he was taking fruit cups and chicken on his lunch break from the deli, and the deli pressed charges on him and sent his ass to jail. Now, I think it's scandalous because you should give that little kid the chance to pay it or deduct it from his check, because he's not stealing to take it home. He's stealing. I wouldn't consider it stealing, but it is the white man, and the white man you steal bubble gum, they gonna take your ass to jail. But don't you think it's scandalous though?
That's fucking dirty.
Look, I'm gonna give you a little insight. This is real story.
Honestly,
real talk. All right, so I was living in Texas. I was butcher, like I was telling you guys, right? So I'm behind glass I go in at 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I'm there until 3:30 or 3 o'clock. And I get off, right? But I'm literally there, and they come in with like sides of beef, a quarter beef, where we gotta cut it up like brisket, whatever, blah, 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 from loin to loin. So when we're in there, I used to go, and at my break time, right? It was just like what you guys said. You get 2 15-minute, right? You get 2 15-minute intermits. It'd be like 15 and 15, but it'd be like a, let's say, brunch and then lunch.
Yeah.
But you only got, or you can get a full foot in a half an hour or 45 minutes. So we go in there, and when we go in there, it's like. You go in there real fast, and it's like, how do you say it? You get your break, but you don't because you're in there. And anyways, so you got to eat real fast. If you don't bring your food with you, and none of us want to bring our food with us, you know what I mean? A smart one would bring your food. So I used to go out there and get a little home, is homo or homo, like home, and then with the L-O-N, you know what I mean? It's like little spaghetti. And then they have these little bricks of like butter bread, garlic bread, right? And you throw them in the microwave. Well, I was getting that for like weeks at a time. And then my foreman, right? He come up to me. He's the one that like does all. He watches all the stalkers, all the cashiers, everything like that. But I had him in a good pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was with it. So he comes up to me and goes, "Look, man, they're watching you." I said, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "All these things they can get you for conspiracy to think to steal because it's something that you're there and you're at the job and you keep stealing and stealing. So it's a conspiracy. So it's more different than you know what I mean." Hey, but luckily like, I ended up cutting my finger fucking on
For
the
spaghetti?
Hey, no, but this is a number over because you get custom. Like you take one. You're like, oh, I
Yeah,
got away with
fool,
it. But on a daily fool, I'm going in there and
I told this fool, I'm gonna charge you for every burrito you eat here, homie.
That's a lot of
Homie,
burritos.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you something. I remember when I was young and I used to go to the fucking stores and fucking come up on some crazy shit over fucking $1,000 worth of fucking items. So how are you gonna compare that? Which is a good reason for me to get arrested for $100 with some bullshit, dog.
Fool, this is different, dog. He's not. Stay away, pincheto ratero la verga.
No, pues yo sí soy ratero, pero that's fucked up for him. Like over some stupid $100 worth of chicken, dog.
At the end of the day,
No
I feel like
mames.
they should have gave that little white boy
an opportunity to at least
Yeah,
pay it back.
it's
like you said, you know what I mean?
$110,
Or take it out of my
homie.
check for the food that I got or
They
whatever.
said that little kid looks scared as fuck.
I don't know
First
how.
timer.
I really don't know how either one of you guys been ever like really broke. But there's been times where I stole bags and bags of cans, big bags of cans. All right, from to where I needed to eat to where I wanted to get high. You know what I mean? Simple shit. But like, I'm getting 100 and on up for these cans, right? But I think about it now, I'm like, fucking cans, fool? Like, are you serious? Like you see motherfuckers out here losing their life over some fucking bullshit. You feel me? Like, and but that shows you why we have so much homeless. Well, why the hell do they fucking feel like they gotta pay rent? They live better without paying rent, and they have all that much money to fucking party with or to spend it on fucking random shit. Fucking gambling is a disease, all that shit. But I mean, think about it. Like, there's a lot of money that goes through every which one of our hands.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. It's
Yeah, but
homeless.
they fucked up that little kid's life.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. They should have given him the opportunity to at least, you know what I mean, do something without it before they went that far.
Yeah.
You know what I
Or a
mean? Or
fucking
maybe they
ticket.
did and he said, fuck it, I'm not paying you guys shit.
$110, dog.
That's a ticket, homie.
Like I said, I
Get a
remember,
ticket and go home.
I remember that when I had a job at 15 years old, I used to work at my dad's restaurant, and that fool used to bring me out food. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, you know? So, I don't know, dog. I just think it's scandalous they did them wrong.
I had a face. I was at IHOP, I think, when I was 15, and they would tell me on my lunch, if you order something, we're gonna deduct it from your check.
Yeah, fact.
Whatever you eat.
Sounds right.
All right, cool.
I mean, that would be the much logical outlook out. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't want to go out to eat or they don't want to bring their, you know what I mean? So
Especially if you got only 30 minutes, how far are you gonna get and come back?
Yeah, fact.
And eat your food.
Yeah,
You ain't
for
getting
sure.
Shit done.
Yup. I don't know. I just thought it was scandalous. I thought it was funny, though.
That's some fucked up shit. He looks scared as a
Hell
motherfucker
yeah,
on that.
little fat
He's just sitting there
motherfucker.
like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, facts.
He's like, look at me, man. I'm fucking hungry.
Yup. All right, let me see. I think we got one more topic, and that's it, and then we're going to close tonight's live, right? Let me
Loss
see.
prevention got him.
The who?
Loss prevention got him.
Loss prevention? That's fucked up, bro.
That's fucked up. We used to scare them motherfuckers when we come out with some big ass shit at the store.
shit.
What the
Let me see you
fuck?
run out of the store right now and touch one of them. There's armed robbery, robbery with consent, everything like that. They gonna hang your ass.
Yeah, they will hang you for sure. That
You
right
think
now,
about it.
yeah.
This is like one of the states, one of the original states that get paid for human stocking, human house. Like that's all they do is houses in warehouses, and they get paid for it.
Yeah.
Each one of us, every time they move us.
Meat factories pump water into their meat to make them bigger.
Steroids, all that shit. I believe that. Vitamins, steroids. I do it to my gallos. Yes.
Pump water though?
Water, because when you're full of water, don't you look bigger?
Fuck.
It's all on sales. It's all sales. It's gonna weigh heavier too.
Yeah.
I would think it would weigh heavier. I don't know how it's gonna make it.
Oh,
like,
look at it. It shows it right there in the picture right there. It shows it when it was right there, and then when it's water, there's two different pictures where it blows up. Boom.
Somebody said, "Can I do this with my own meat?"
Damn, damn, son.
Comments are wild up. Yeah. Okay, let me see.
What'd you say?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
No te quemas, way. You'll burn your whole fucking nose off.
Fucking God.
That's why it's so little right now. He already burned the tip off it. It got smaller.
Oh, no,
Video going viral of woman claiming they believe that ICE agents aren't who they say they are. All right, let me play this audio real quick.
All those ICE agents that are participating in those raids right now, I'm pretty sure those are not actual ICE agents. Something about them, the way they mask themselves, their demeanor, like, I wouldn't be surprised if in a couple months from now, a couple years from now, we find out those are like actual members, because these guys don't look trained. They look like they are full of hate. They don't even like talk. They're almost just like Trump's robots. Yeah, something about them just rubs me the wrong way. Well, a lot of things rub me the wrong way about them, but I don't think they're legit. I'm almost.
What do you think they bleeped out? Alien? Robot?
Ay, hijo de tu chingada madre, así te quería agarrar, cabrón, ¿eh? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Ey, tranquilo, güey.
¿Cómo que tranquilo? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
No, no mandes con esas mamadas, ¿eh? ¿Qué estás haciendo ahí, pues? ¿Qué voy a estar haciendo? Estaba rascando ahí, quitando la madre esa.
Ay.
You know which one, homie? Let me.
I seen this one. They were like, "Happy birthday!" Walks in, he pulls his pants up.
No.
Like, what the fuck?
Let's watch this one real quick. Hold on.
Oh, you see right.
And we're gonna end it here, right? We're gonna end it here, right here, bro. Cause.
Fuck.
All right, hold on.
Hey, you ever smoke those BBs?
BBs?
Yeah, they used to make them back in the day.
Hold on.
Come on.
Hijo de tu chingada madre, así te quería agarrar, cabrón.
Tranquilo, güey.
¿Cómo que tranquilo?
¿Qué estás haciendo, güey?
No,
Vamos a decir que lo subas, güey.
No,
a decir que lo subas, güey.
¿Qué estás haciendo ahí?
A mí no mandes con esas mamadas,
¿Qué estás haciendo ahí, pues?
¿Qué voy a estar haciendo?
That was at work getting it. He's dirty and breaking and fucking doing it.
Pinche tierra ahí abajo y todo.
Bueno, a mí no mandes con esos panchos. Ya, no, de trabajo.
¿Cómo que estás dando?
Do you feel like that was
Chingada madre, así te quería agarrar, cabrón, ¿eh? ¿Qué estás haciendo?
Tranquilo.
They ever catch you trap?
Never.
Never in like one of the outhouses?
Never.
No?
No one of the bricks all crooked.
What about the chicken coop?
Never, no. I don't do that shit.
Like that? Looks all creepy shit. Look at
He got caught up. Se la andaba jalando el compa.
¿Cómo que tranquilo? ¿Qué estás haciendo, güey?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
¿Qué estás haciendo ahí?
A mí no mandes con esas mamadas,
¿Qué estás haciendo ahí, pues?
¿Qué voy a estar haciendo? Estaba rascando ahí, quitando la madre esa.
Ay, y con el pinche cierre ahí abajo y todo.
Bueno, a mí no mandes con esos panchos. Ya, no, de trabajo.
¿Cómo que está dando duro el trabajo?
He's trying to justify what he was doing.
You think he got fired?
Fuck, he should have. If not, then the boss isn't on it. Shit.
The boss is sitting on it.
Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, he got that fucking influence from somewhere.
I bet you he didn't get fired.
I
bet you he didn't get fired.
And if he didn't, I'm telling you, the boss he knew about it, or fucking he done it himself. He's like, it's not too bad. You know what I mean?
What if he was on his break, homie? Is it valid?
But never. If you're getting caught and you're that fucking careless or fucking retarded or fucking sick in the head that you need to, come on, my boy, we just stomped his ass out right there. Come on, fucking
trap boy. Is it okay or not?
No, he gets a kick off and he thinks it's a thrill.
I'm on my break.
He's on his break, trap boy. He's on his break. It's your own free time. You get to do whatever you want.
He has a little wall.
You're not on the clock for the work. What do you think? Is it okay to do that?
It is your break time. You're supposed to be
on the job. In the job, no, right?
But he's not on the job. It's a 15-minute break.
Anywhere, but he's still in the perimeter where there's work going on. So I don't see he could have went somewhere else and did that shit in his car or somewhere. That's no way to do it. You know what I mean? That's something you gotta do at your own time. in your own place.
What do you
know what I mean?
think? What do you think he was thinking about?
I mean, he was probably.
Oh man.
Andaba caliente el compa. He was having bad thoughts and dirty thoughts, dog. You know, fucking like, you know, just.
No magazine, no
I mean,
video.
No sé, a lo mejor miro una pinche, una X. A lo mejor miro una triple X un día antes y se fue al Cali y quedó con el pensamiento and he went from there. He's like, fuck it, I gotta, you know, at work, fuck it, what is what it is, or I don't know, dog. That's
Trap
crazy.
Boy ever done anything crazy like that?
No.
That's that AI.
They say that the Mexicans like that. They say the Mexican kids like that, like him, that grew up in the rancho.
Yeah, but why
they
does it gotta
bone
be
the
me,
horses
dog?
and shit.
That's
like,
crazy.
right?
Like me, like putting me into
I
it,
lived
like,
on a ranch.
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
lived
saying.
on a ranch in Mexico that somebody was raping the chickens and they were dying. Fool.
Yeah, facts.
Hey, look,
That's some fucked up shit.
Fool, one time I had a paisa, right? I'm telling you, when I was young, I used to work in my dad's restaurant for like a summer, and then there was a paisa that worked there, like a cook, and he would always tell me stories in third party. He would tell me that there was this guy on his ranch that had a big slong, right? This is what he told me, that would bone those donkeys, donkeys, right? The donkeys. And then I never figured it out until later. I go,
the donkeys.
Why would he tell me? Like, I understand like third party, but why would he tell me that the guy that was doing the things to the donkeys had a big slong, unless he was talking about himself? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
it don't matter how you look at it.
Said.
Yeah, but you know, he was talking about himself, homie.
But it don't matter how much track
weirdo.
even if you're talking about like I'm a picture, this and that, you're still gay, homeboy.
No,
still fucking old boy in the ass.
He's a dirtbag, but he was trying to tell me that his homeboy, and I'm like, later down the line, I was like, why would you tell me your homeboy had a big thing? Like,
that's too much detail.
Yeah, you're talking about yourself.
It doesn't matter how. Even if I'm telling you that I don't tell you nothing about a slong or nothing about it, I tell you about I'm boning a homie and shit. Fucking that's gay. However you look at it.
Yeah, but he was fucking a donkey.
No, the donkey.
That's bestiality. That's just like the Persians and shit. They used to be leaving all that shit. For like, and that's in the Bible too.
There's another.
All that shit's demolished.
There's another video on Instagram where they caught a Chinese guy and he's doing it to a chicken, like a little ass chicken.
I remember long ago on fucking Jerry fucking whatever, Jerry Springer. Fool, there was some big, I don't know if there was rest in peace, my shout outs. He was around forever. I thought he was never gonna die. Fool, fucking, but he even had some hyena that was on there with a fucking like a little pony that she was married to.
But those are scripted.
Yeah, that's scripted my ass, fool. Like you think about it, it might be scripted. Yeah, but
you still gotta get up there and do it. Huh?
But do your history. Watch fucking Discovery. Watch fucking Animal Planet. Watch all that shit. Fool. There's facts in there. Fool. Read books. I learned how to read by myself for that reason. Fucking, it opens your mind for a lot of things like that. That bestiality was. Come on, all these fucking. There's a sick fucking switch that are these sick ass people out there. Fool, that they need to be discerned. Fool. Fucking that get off on kids. They get off on raping. They get off on animals. All this shit. This shit's been going on. This is just a defect in people, and it's for you to decipher. If not, it gets too late, and God forbid, you know what I mean. But fucking all that shit. Everything is an ongoing emotion. You know what I mean? Just like the Big Bang Theory. If you guys anybody believes in that, and it's really like a true fact because they say it even in fucking when you get that what's that? It's a Moreno, but he sounds white as hell.
I know.
He's on his shit too. He's on his
the bigger guy.
His astrology, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, off into fucking like Popular Mechanics and shit. You ever see that magazine? Like shit like that. Like those are facts that are coming true. These are fucking like those subliminals and shit like these. Everything is an act on going forward, not backwards. Why we don't need to defect nothing of going backwards because we evolved and we're going forward. You think about all this shit, dog. I'm telling you, like everything is fucking going forward.
Hey, Trap, you ever seen a donkey show?
No,
I've never even seen a donkey show. You don't want to see.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. People talk to me like it's a fucking joke, but
it's real.
No. He almost had the donkey show when he went home with the hyena and the vato. Fucking.
You didn't hear the story about him?
Oh, yeah. It's scary. Tell him.
He's at the club, right? He's at the club, right, in Mexico, right? And he's with Playboy and a few other homies, right? And somehow he ends up kicking it with this hyena that's real pretty, and the hyena's offering them drinks and everything, and the homies are telling them, "Hey, fool, don't be taking their drinks because they ain't them for free." You know, and this was like, nah, I'm getting some tonight. So he's laughing at everybody else.
Everything. Mm-hmm.
And he's over there chopping it up with the girl, right? And then when it comes down to pay the tab, the girl goes, "You gonna pay the tab or what? You owe all this money." And he was like, "I ain't paying nothing." And she goes, "Well, look, you gotta fuck my man. If you wanna fuck me, you gotta fuck my man first.
I see.
Oh, fuck.
Or my man gotta fuck you first, right? So they don't let this fool leave the club, fool. And then he looks at the homies for help, and the homies like, nah, fool, you were laughing at us. And the homies leave. And they leave him there by himself with the girl and the guy, fool. They leave him there, and then this fool makes a break for it, and he's able to get out, run away. And shit.
That's how you.
I left.
They were ready to bone him, the guy and the girl.
I left. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a lesson, homie. Ain't known for free.
Yeah, that was a learn not to go for shit that's for free, though, because you never know, though.
That fool's over there having drinks, living it up.
Thought I was
homie.
cool,
Give
you
me
know.
2 in the house.
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
crazy shit.
Dude sitting on the corner.
They were getting them all loosified. You know what I mean? They were getting them all loose, nice and wet. You're fucking.
And when it was time to pay,
That's fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta fuck my man. You gotta fuck
Straight
me.
up.
That's crazy shit.
He looked at her twice and was like, "Oh, I'm okay, maybe."
That shit, wow, shit. That's the guy.
Nah.
Let me think about it. It goes deeper than that, fool, but that's just
All right, let me get 2 more beers.
you know, trap boy.
He's
adventures.
all, let me get another round. Let me get another round.
Shoot it.
You know, that's just wild. But all right, any last words so we can end this live?
Wait. I know we took calls earlier. Are you not going to take calls
Nah,
on
we
the
already-
last ad?
yeah, we
You're
already
tired
took 'em.
already? He's
Yeah,
like,
we-
I'm tired already.
Yeah, we already took them.
I mean,
They called in, you know.
they call in. They say anything good. That's not when they
Usually we take them at the end, but they ended up calling halfway through the
you
show.
might as well double up tonight. It might be a good night. You had mentioned a story earlier about fucking when it's one of those good days. It's a good day. It's been going good. I think I made it through the day today. It's going good for me. You should shoot it off.
Well, I mean,
So, at least
you
take
have-
a couple. You know what
you
I mean?
have
You
other
never know.
topics?
All right, topics. Let's ask them. You know what I mean? Let's get their feedback. We want their feedback because they're the ones subscribing to you, checking out us. You know what I mean? As a group, and you know what I mean. Want to know our experiences if they line up with theirs. You know what I mean? So, what do you guys think of our topics? You know what I mean? And I know we jump around sometimes, and we've tried out to and this and that. But what do you think of? You know what I mean? Of us doing this with you guys? You guys give good
They said
feedback.
Weddle's right.
No, I mean, it's thrills because I mean, when I tell you guys something, when I tell anybody something, even if it's one person, I want their feedback because I want to know if I'm not fucking losing my mind or if I'm making fucking possible sense. You know what I mean? Fucking, it's like I don't want to be crazy myself because you can't trust a crazy person. You really don't. You
Double up.
I mean,
Feedback is good though because it lets you know
It
that
has to,
everybody else is
yes.
in communication with you.
Yeah,
Everybody
just
else is
like
paying
when you take a
attention
test, you want to make sure you
So
fucking
feedback
got it or
helps
not.
you to develop
Amen.
yourself. You know what I mean? So
Hell yeah, my
feedback
boy.
is development.
All right, let me go through some topics. If
Yeah,
I don't,
do
I
that.
don't want to hold you too long. So if you have to leave, you can leave at any time.
Oh, my bad.
Just letting you know.
Don't trip.
You know,
He
so,
didn't let me
all
know
right.
that.
All right, let me see.
Let me ask.
Let me see if I can find some topics. All right, and then we'll continue.
Almost
Okay, hold on. Let me just search right here. Boom. I don't like opening my search page because
Some of those topics like that. Who? What's his name? Cain Velasquez. Got 5 years. The
Oh,
UFC
yeah.
fighter for
Yeah, he did.
for hitting somebody that was trying to do something to his kid. Right.
Right,
That's
right.
actual, right? Like that.
No,
like,
it is, but you feel like it's the person's looking in. Here lately, I've been seeing on TikTok, right? This Vato, he's like 38, right? He comes home from fucking getting something to eat with his old lady or whatever, right? And finds his son with a childhood friend, right? That's already 18, doing something, you know what I mean, alluded with, you know what I mean? Dad flies off the fucking handle, beats him to a pulp, and then calls the cops while he's unconscious and says, hey, I just caught this motherfucker that's a friend of the family fucking doing this to my fucking kid. And it shows him in orange, but then like right after that, they say they found him not fucking, you know what I mean, not chargeable for fucking this and that because he was defending his kid.
Right.
Like, come on, man. If you're defending your family, but it's the extremes that you go for, if you're going to sit there and lie in wait and stalk or anything like that, like, it has to be spontaneous, if anything. It has to be
Things are
spontaneous.
doing good, especially Wero and Trap. Saluting face emoji. We need a Wero and Trap show.
fuck, somebody will kill somebody.
What?
They say they need a Weddle and Trap show.
Oh no, that'd be great if I could
will
get
end
somebody
up-
to fucking record my content.
Somebody will end up dead.
You know, I don't know how to
Somebody's
know.
not making it out of that one.
No, because it will be a trilogy. For if you're one of those like a Star Wars watcher or fucking, you know, what I mean, fucking anything. You like action, you know, what I mean, you're like fucking.
All right, so check this out. Let's watch this. All right, here we go. Okay, hold on. Let me see. No, fool, I'm good. Thank you.
I don't drink that shit.
All right, look at 5 biblical places that still exist today. All right. Jordan River, where Jesus got baptized.
That's still right now. That's what it looks like right now.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the lovebirds over here to pay attention.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, homie. Come here.
All right, look, 5 places that still exist today that were in the Bible. All right, Jordan River, where Jesus got baptized. How the fuck they know that's the river?
Because that's what they want us to believe. You have good questions. Those right there are good questions, but do you ever get them answered?
I don't ever ask.
Well, why don't you ask right now? I bet you a lot of times they have some way.
We got ChatGPT listening though.
It's just like
Scripture and reading the Bible. It will tell you exactly where things were at.
So you guys just sit here and say I've actually learned.
So I got something. So just like how they make us, well, it's known. No. I'm just gonna say something. I'm just gonna say something.
Let me chime in about the whole little thing. Look at about the Bible. Look at that.
Take him 3 hours to think about what he's gonna say.
I think
actually let's get to it now. Let's go.
So you know how there's saying that now there's still things out there that it still exists, like the pyramids, all that shit that's back then, how it was in the ancient times, that are still here at this age where we're at, you know? Like, you know, you guys understand that when all that was happening, you know, and they were talking about how Jesus, you know, just like how it says the Jordan River and all that. That's what everything was going on. So I still believe that it's still there, dog. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I watched, I seen that shit. That I read some of that shit. So I gotta understand that it's still there, dog. Just like how everything is there from ancient times, dog.
I'm gonna call bullshit straight up, because what you're saying right now, that you have experienced and that's what you learn from it, man, that's what the fuck we learned from it back then. Like, you know, there it is, still there, fucking this and that. He's really just experienced fucking nothing, because he's fucking what we fucking heard right now. You just repeated, motherfucker. Say your fucking, man, think about what I'm saying. You just now said, I believe that because it was all there before and it's here now, so I believe it. You know what I mean? Fucking God, you know, switch out.
Let's go, number 2. Like, the rock that Moses struck and water came out. There you go.
Let me ask you out there, audience, everybody that subscribes, everybody that's tuned in right now, do you guys believe in Noah's Ark?
I think it might pop up next. Look at that's a rock. I don't read the Bible.
That's still standing like that.
Yeah, so I don't read the Bible, so I couldn't tell you anything about the Bible.
That right there supposedly is where they got their fucking 10 Commandments from.
All right, let's go number 3. The tomb of Jesus.
That's where he was buried. That's where the rock, and then 3 days later, you know what I mean? He was
Pull the mic up to your face like that.
No, I don't, because then you can fucking hear me whistling with my breathe.
Can you actually go see these places, or are they like already like?
No, I'm sure they got tourists.
But they only have it where it's gated off. A lot of this right here is in fucking where Jews are from.
Jerusalem.
A beautiful place too, but when they're not at war, but they're always at war. They really are. You know what I mean? Spiritually or whatever, but. A lot of these places, you know, the Nile River, you know how it goes all the way down to that sacred spot where it's already dropped in water depth, right? So it's so low that they're showing fucking staircasings that go off the side.
The waterfall,
and then they're holding mics, they're sending mics like 50 feet in or whatever, and then they can hear like fucking people speaking, but like in a demonic fucking, you know, voice. But they're saying that the fallen angels, all right, when the wrath is supposed to hit Earth again, you know. When all hell's fucking supposed to break loose and fucking, you know what I mean?
The Nile River always has water. Right. Recently, it's sort of
all the way down, all the way down to where it's showing peaks where fucking old ships from fucking Egyptians and stuff like that, where they had sunk. You know what I mean? And they were made basically out of straw, but they were made so good and then like hit with like let's say like a solvent, like fucking a wax or something like that. They're still down there. So they're saying like that. That's how low it's got. But that's not the only fucking cell. I mean, not cell. Excuse me. That's what I think they are, because that's what they got them trapped at. You know what I mean? But there's like 3 or 4 of these places that they're on pictures. They're being documented. That these are fucking caves that are under the ground that has bars on them. You know what I mean? So they're setting stuff in there before they send divers. I don't know if they have now, but this is recently shit. I
seen it. Yeah.
I mean, like shit that's spooky. Like there's gonna be a fucking wrath. There's gonna be something that fucking hit us.
River of the Galilee when Jesus walked on water. The Red Sea that Moses split, right there.
In between there, that's that big old split.
Between where the river enters the fucking sea, right? Because that's where he split it all the way
across. Like a little Nile, right?
And all the way down to dry land, he says.
Right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Right there. Mm-hmm. Well, it's right there where the mouth of where it comes, the river comes into the ocean. But still, you think about it, like right there. If you could see it on a on a satellite that far, that's really big as fuck. You know what I mean? So that's a lot of river.
Synagogue
Synagogue
that Jesus went to. What is that, like church?
I think.
Was ain't that the one where he went and he was telling them that I'm the Son of God? He was telling them all this and that, and that's where
preaching there.
And the other one told him, he turned his staff, you know, what I mean, his walking stick, his staff into a snake. Remember all that? I think I think from what I've read, you know, what I mean, fucking, I think that's what it is.
No, he actually went in there and had somebody that was had an arm. I don't know if it was fucking. Whatever the fuck is something to do with somebody's hand that was fucked up, and he went in there and he healed him, and that was the proof to show them that he was actually him, the Son of God. So that's what it is, the Son of God.
So he was doing
he was doing activities there that was
to show that he had the powers of God. That was the whole reason he went in there, to do any kind of fucking healing or anything, to show these people. All right, and then he only did that one time. No, he only did that one time. They didn't believe it, so that's why they crucified him. They crucified him. They crucified him because. There's
an original.
I was in prison in Texas and I watched the fucking.
One mic. Who's talking? Go for it.
Go, Mister.
Go for it.
No, you're talking. My bad. I'm sorry, bro.
No, I don't care who. It's just one mic. Then it makes it hell to clip this shit.
You're just right, real pressure case. So, anyways, you're gonna chime in at the end like you always do. So, anyways, the Passion of Christ, right? By Mel Gibson.
The Passion of Christ.
He's also the one. He's also the one that does the fucking. He does Apocalypse Now. So, you know what I mean? He does that whole Indian movie too. He's done a lot that were real detailed. He did all of his homework on that shit too. So it's most as detailed as possible. But all that shit right there, none of us know none of this. We don't know what anybody fucking experienced back there. But these are fucking puzzle pieces that we're putting together that have no full puzzles.
Well, they could be like places that, you know, that have been around for that long time, right?
That's
and
exactly.
The history's been coming with it since the time it was found.
Think about history. The only thing they're going by is anything like brittle, like bones, fucking fossils, shit like that. And then time spans. Time spans is what we're all based on. Think about it. Time spans are everything what we're built on and all the lies that we've been told. Now, some of it's proven facts. You go to Rome, you can see the pyramids. I mean, the pillars fucking sticking up. You see fucking where they used to fight fucking men against men and fucking, you know what I mean? All this shit is ongoing things. I'm telling you. I mean, excuse my language, ladies out there, but they've been selling pussy forever. All that sex trafficking with the kids and all that shit's been going on for centuries too. There's a sickness, okay? Everything has been. We even have we have cathedrals right now that where great people come together and sing. We have fucking coliseums where people come together to fucking battle, football, all that kind of shit. Think about it. Everything's ongoing, and everything is a fucking pattern. And the only thing it is that we upgrade, and I'm telling you, it's like a stepping stone. Every year.
But the reason that we think that this is the places that, you know, they are, is because the history that comes along with it, time after time after time. It's like if your grandfather leaves you a clock and tells you that he found it and so, you're going to give it to your son and tell him, hey, my grandfather told me it was from this. And then your son going to give it to his son. And so, therefore, that story is going to live on until somebody forgets to tell it.
Right.
So that's how these places are remembered and like that because of history.
No, all right, but devil, look. So if I'm going to go off on somebody's fucking word, there's not going to be no truth to it. There's got to be some kind of truth facts to it. So it's got to be, that's all I'm saying. Like the Colosseums, the fucking, the pillars, all that stuff. These are all proofs that it existed. So it leads us to believe in whatever they're telling us. Because I guarantee, now I'm not saying that all of it's a lie, but it's going to be taken from and added to. Every fucking tell is. When you tell me the story that if you just went through something today and you tell me a story, is it going to be really, really detailed? You're not going to leave nothing out or add nothing to?
Oh, shit will be forgotten.
No, it's like everything, like growing up and going to school, everything we grew up on and we read in the books. We find out later in life all that shit was bullshit.
And that's day for day. So you had an accident today.
Imagine
and
the
today,
older books, what they've changed and what they've said.
But you tell me something that happened to you today, right? That's this today. Tomorrow's going to be changed. It's going to be changed. Now imagine centuries, decades, all right? Fucking, you know what I mean? Fucking all that shit. Millenniums. Because we've been around more than fucking 1,000 years. Now they're saying we're in the billions now. Millions? That's a millennium. So we already so everything's been added to, everything has been directed to us fine-tuning ourselves to whatever it needs to take to fucking survive to get off the
trap. Tell me what you wanted to tell me.
Look, I'm gonna come pinpoint to what you guys were talking about, saying that the Passion of Christ was what it had to do with all that. The Passion of the Christ was where it happened, and it talks about the end, where he is actually predicting his own death, right? In that movie, there's actually there's different other parts in different movies that is talking about that he does all this, his miracles, all that. And I'm gonna relate to what G the Barber was talking about, how they try to, everything is passionate to make us believe all that shit, and it never existed. It is how it is nowadays too, that there's so many things going on that they want to make us believe, but some of it is bullshit and some of it is not. Some of it is real. Like back in the days when all that was happening, there was a lot of shit going on. Like he was talking about this sex trafficking, all this fucking bullshit, so much fucking darkness going around, and that's something that just happened throughout that era. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. We all at different points during our timing, it passes on. You know what I mean? So there's always different shit going on, at a different time. So that's what I'm kind of relating to. Like that right there is just a little bit of insight of what was going on, him performing his miracles, the witchcraft where they were not allowing. There were so many laws going on around that time because you had so much fucking like the ¿cómo te puedo decir, güey? Like,
there was laws for when God was wrong?
There was laws. There was laws. There was the Romans. There was a lot of laws going on.
Romans before the Romans, still
there's nowadays still there's a lot of laws going on.
Was fucking one of the biggest fucking empires ever.
Yes,
everything. But they believed in everything.
They do. They actually everything.
Lust, everything. All your feelings, they were open to. Those were laws.
So that's what I'm saying. It's just everything is crazy, dog. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy how back in the days how they try to bring that up. If that's still around, it's like I'm saying. Back in the day, that's something that actually happened at that time because that was his time, and at that time where everything was going on around with all this shit going about all that. You know what I mean? So I believe that all that is still around, and some people might not believe it. Other people won't, but I think it's still there, dog. It's still there,
Well, of course it's still there. We just saw pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I've read it. I've seen some shit about it. You know what I mean? So I kind of digged into that. So
I got mixed emotion about this little cat right here because he's listening. I don't know if he's fucking with me because I believe
this is a bunch of nothing.
No, but I believe some of the shit he's saying because it makes nonsense. But I don't know if he's just repeating what we're agreeing on or we're talking that he hits notes and he's taking mental notes. All right, because the other half of him, I'm like, you're a son of a bitch. You fucking you better not let me. You stupid. But he's on his point. It's like no, but for real because. Think about it. Everything from fucking the 80s, from fucking 18 something. When we first started, we document everything. Now we're not the only country in everything that we've been documenting everything. All this shit goes into a supercomputer. So half of what you're saying, I agree with. The other side, I'm calling bullshit. Most definitely.
Yeah.
But I do. I mean, at least he's listening. So if this guy with the 4 guys fucking are listening, so that gives us hope. That a lot more youngsters out there are fucking listening, you know what I mean? Because somewhere down the line, here in the last century, so fucking we grow attached from our youngsters, you know what I mean? So everything's like a little unwhacked, but that little bit of that 10%, 15%, what do you guys say that he is fine? He has
some type of understanding.
He knows that. You know what I mean? That he's, you know what I mean?
Here we go. Here goes a new one. Mysterious ? Object discovered by NASA's James Webb Telescope in space. Look right there, bam. That's gotta be a fucking.
Roma.
No. Hold on.
Be a joke.
Yeah, a perfect fucking. Yeah.
Look at that. Boom.
Yeah, but that could be a solar flare. Think about it. That could be a solar flare off a fucking superstar. Homie.
We're in the. What do you call that shit? Remember the video game The Sims? There was a video game that I used to play in the 90s called The Sims, early 90s. It came with the computers back then. And that game, you would build like little towns, and the town itself will grow and grow as long as you gave it water and food. Like you would grow plants and shit like that. And the city would grow, and it would grow its own like economic system, dog. Right? So what makes you think, that we're not in a simulation like that? Think about that. Yeah. Why is that question mark in the middle of nowhere, homie? Honestly, they playing with us. The person that created the game is like laughing at you right in your face.
Like the Truman Show?
Huh?
Like the
Oh,
Truman
yeah, like
Show.
the
You seen
Truman Show. Yo, like the
that always made me think about life. The Truman Show.
Yeah, like
you
the-
hit the end of the water and you open the door and you're like, oh, okay, this is the real world.
Yeah,
And you
no,
walk
but no,
through that
but this is like fucking the Men in Black when they open the little fucking the little locker and they got the little, oh hell
Yeah.
Jay, all that's just
That little bit, that video
like
game.
saying fucking, you know what I mean?
Imagine
like
that video
indoors
game.
Indoors.
Those people in the video game, they probably thought they were living real life, and I was controlling this shit. What the fuck? They know they're in the fucking video.
believe
game.
in
that's their
boxing.
life. Huh? That's their life.
Hey, listen.
Like
they-
the Monsters Inc.
Listen, they were
cartoon.
building the city. They were building skyscrapers. You see, all of a sudden, you see little cars. It went from having like a little plot of land to having skyscrapers and cars, and now you see people commuting to work. Like real life, dog.
It's true because look at we have cities on top of cities. You can go for all through New York, hell, Los Angeles, fucking probably even San Bernardino, fucking Redlands, fucking Riverside, everything. We're built on cities on top of cities of the rubble, and that's real talk. Sewer systems, all that shit, fucking. It's just,
There it is, Güero.
That's a sick question mark, though.
Hell yeah, that is. That's like the Joker question mark, huh?
Oh, the Riddler.
Yeah, there you
like
go.
the Riddler.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've actually seen.
So you believe that? That's what he's asking.
I don't know. It's crazy to see something that.
Hable, güey.
I know for the video.
I don't know. It's a question. It trips me. It trips me out. It just trips me out.
Verga.
It just trips me out.
Oh, motherfucker, good. Bitch. I'm just kidding. So you really believe in that shit? This ain't no fucking superhero fucking movie for
No,
you.
I know,
mean,
I know.
You want to be my Robin or what? I'll be your Batman? No? I mean, I just like fucking like you really. If anything, there's got to be some kind of concept to it. There's got to be some.
It trips me out. It trips me out how you were talking about that there's under cities under this earth.
That's a proven fact.
Yeah,
Well,
like
this is
that's what I'm
modern-day
tripping on
cities.
right
This is
now. How
modern-day-
there's
You
actually
go to the
an
DFA,
underground
you go to the DFA.
city,
Are you
dog,
guys
above
fighting to
under
see
this
who-
world,
are you
dog.
guys
Hey, you
fighting
know
to
what?
see
You know,
who
this is the
speaks
beginning
over
of
each other
our
louder?
kickoff, our
Nah.
spinoff. You know, we gotta,
Hey, when you guys
Big
start
Dog
doing
got
that,
some
one of you guys needs to like, while the
No.
other one continues to talk.
You know what? But that right there is right there the disputation of fucking. I mean, the disputed whatever fucking.
Yeah, yes, but it's not
right?
good for the TV because they're just hearing a bunch of gibberish.
Oh shit!
So it's better if
Crosstalk.
one no, it don't matter who it is. I don't care. It's just one of you has to either stop or continue. It's just it's
We'll work
not
at
good
that.
for content.
Yeah.
Because you can't hear shit, right?
Yeah, because you just hear a bunch of. So it's just a piece of advice. You want to be a great content creator, learn the one mic.
That's why I look to your fucking status. You know what I mean? Fucking,
Thank you.
Like you are fucking holy king of.
Nah, hell no. I'm just learning
Nah.
as I go too.
I respect the fuck out of what you do because you've been doing this since you were a kid, and look, you stuck at it, and look, it's paying off. You know what I mean? It's opening all these younger minds up to, you know what I mean, where they come
Oh,
from.
look at this. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I saw this the other day. I think this is the same one. Let me see if I can move this over. Okay, hold on. Bueno, look. That's Earth. Look at that shit. Yeah, that's wild.
The kid's on fire? They
That's
to a star or what?
Stephenson 218. It's a planet. Look how small we were compared to that planet. Look at that.
Hey, stars like that for us though. You look at Google or no? Ask that chick that you had fucking downloaded a minute ago. Ask her how big a sun is and how many planets in our solar system.
How
Excuse
many
me.
Earths
No. How many planets in our solar system can fit into the sun? And you'll be surprised. Watch. Star is huge, homie.
ChatGPT, how big is the sun?
The sun is massive. Its diameter is about 1.39 million kilometers, which
Three
is
times
roughly
bigger than ours. Well, Spencer, no, I forgot. It cuts off this bitch.
Continue.
No worries. Yeah, the sun's size is mind-blowing. To put it in perspective, you could fit about 1.3 million Earths inside the sun. It also makes up more than 99% of the total mass of our solar system. So it's not just big, it's the true heavyweight in our neighborhood.
Is that where the gravity comes from, right? For it being so massive, right? It's drawing in from within.
Exactly.
Motherfuckers, I'm telling you, dog. I'm in the future, fool. I'm gunning shit down.
A+.
I'm smashing
History
fucking AIs, fool.
and astronomy.
They know what's up, dog.
History and astronomy, A+.
Fool, I use my wife's phone instead of using my phone. I'm telling you, fool. I'm fucking on some shit, fool. I don't give a fuck. I love you, baby. But some gang shit, fool. Like, I'm telling you, fool. Hello. That shit's coming. It's real, you know. But think about since you were a kid, dog.
I feel you. It's wild how all this knowledge and tech is right at our fingertips now. And it's awesome you're diving into it and putting it all together. The future's definitely got some crazy potential, and being aware of how things work just puts you ahead of the game. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, ChatGPT, do you know who G the Barber from the Hater World is?
I'm not familiar with a G the Barber from the Hater World specifically. If you want me to look up any...
Oh, that's fucked up.
You're going to find out, lady, real quick.
Wait. Oh, man.
Go ahead, fool. Ask it a question.
No, I'm not. I just what I don't want to... Look, fool. You're gonna be. You can hear through my voice, anyways.
I can turn it off.
Hey, look, I don't give a fuck. That's why I'm off. I try to be off the map as much as possible, but I gotta have that one
off the map.
Hey, look,
500 people are watching you. Off the map. This fool's already on YouTube.
There's millions.
Hell no. That's a small percentage. Even USA, my boy, check into it. But when we get our views, yeah, I'm all about the stats because I'm like fucking maybe one day I'll have a little spin off or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But besides that, I'm just fucking Woody off of fucking Toy Story. You know what I mean? Fucking just a little actor. But I one day look at all that shit, food. It's fed to us, food. All this shit is being recorded. Yeah, I know it. But I'm telling you, look at. I'm telling you, fool. You guys will see, fool. One day, fool. It don't matter what it is.
I'll tell you one thing. You're real knowledgeable about what you're talking about. Because obviously, she's even responded like, "Yes, you're right."
No, but I can't be right. I learn everything every day, fool. Like this is shit, fucking. Like I learned the hard way and everything like that. Everything is knowledgeable, fool. It's like fucking. How many times do you fucking need to fucking know that fucking shit is what it is? Like testing. They've been testing. That's why I know about the neurons and shit like that. About being only used in fucking like not even less than 3/4 of your fucking brain. So that's a quarter of your fucking. Let me get 2 of them, fool. Like
okay, hold on. Nobody talk.
Oh god.
It's cool that you're thinking about all this stuff and how everything connects. There's definitely a lot to take in, especially with all the information out there. Keep exploring and questioning things, and you'll keep gaining more insight. It's all about staying curious and learning as you go.
Hey, ChatGPT, do you know Trap Boy from the Hater World?
I'm not familiar with a Trap Boy from the Hater World.
Hey, last time
that's
we knew you,
that's fucked up, ChatGPT.
Go ahead. I'm finished.
That is fucked up, ChatGPT, that you don't know Trap Boy from the Hater World.
It's all right, girl. You're just not a fan.
Okay, there. I stopped it already. Hey, look at that. Look at when engineers copy nature. You believe that?
Nature. I mean, we've been. That's how we.
Definitely.
But that's how we came up with the plane. Exactly.
Definitely.
How? Through a bird?
Aerodynamics. You're trying to go up. You're trying to fucking be in control when you're flying forward. You're not just trying to be slingshotted forward. You're a missile. Then you're fucking. There's no direction. There's no fucking aim. There's no odd. There's no fucking target. So if I'm gonna build something and I'm trying to fly it to drop something to fucking hurt somebody, you need direction, velocity, all that shit, dog. This is shit we bit off of them. This shit's already fucking been here. I'm telling you. I'm way before my time. Well, I am. No, sorry.
So a bird? So a bird?
No,
we got it from a bird?
No, we used a bird for aerodynamics. That's it. We didn't use a bird. Oh, we're gonna go to space with a fucking bird. No, we need the aerodynamics to get off the ground. Okay, that's why a bird's bones and feathers and everything are lighter than what it is. It's like I think it's less than half of what it is. So that's why the bones are hollow and stuff. Is to get it aerodynamic. And when it flies, every one of those fucking feathers of that bird, whatever kind of bird it is, has the way of giving it the thrust upwards. You know what I mean? So that's why it comes at levels.
Here's a crazy
That's
one.
how a butterfly flies. Everything.
Look at this one. It says Ancestor of all animals has been discovered in 500 million year old fossil.
Looks like a potato bug.
So look at that. That means that. Oh shit! That's evolution right there. That's evolution, right?
555 million years ago.
Yeah, that's evolution, right? Or am I tripping?
Honestly, I think we came after everything that was turned into fucking dinosaurs and birds and all that. We're different fucking. I think we came after all that. And then us crashing, whatever it could have been a fucking galactic war out there, and we're one of these fucking these fucking, you know what I mean? That was ejected from the fucking main fucking whatever the and we're just a spawn. We're just a spawn. No matter how you look at it, either as a test, you know what I mean? And that's why it keeps going over, or fucking as food, or something. Because you think about it, just look at our history. Our history is there. Most of it's there. It's you to pick together. I'm telling you, every kingdom, empire, everything all had its demise, and then the great ones, they just disappeared.
Somebody in the chat said that chickens are the new T-Rexes.
No, that's a fact. Do you know most birds are fucking raptors?
Birds?
Birds, period. Are raptors, and then comes lizards and like that. But birds are the most closest, as far as I'm, recollect, are closest to a raptor. Even to resemble. Up until...
What should have been the history?
Hey, look. Up until like 5 years ago or less, fucking, they used to have a bird down there in the tropics in South America, like deep in the jungle. There's still fucking medicines, everything that we don't even, but we're too busy fucking cutting it down and trying to build up, right? And then they stipulated on you got to plant a tree after you cut that one tree. You know these trees are fucking thousands and millions of years old. I mean, not millions of years, but thousands of years old that have been around, giving us oxygen, right? Recycling the fucking soil for us to grow on. You know what I mean? Shit like that, because it's all a fucking filter. Everything green that takes in, pretty much almost anything that fucking takes in fucking carbon dioxide, even fucking insects and all that shit, fucking all is a process. That's how we get oil. That's what makes the earth's core go like this. It's being greased. But it's gonna start heating up. It's gonna start heating up because we're fucking cracking it for, we're fracking over there in fucking Dakota, fucking Colorado and shit like that. And then now they're getting earthquakes. Just like we mined all the fucking, the Europeans and all that for fucking oil. Those are all fucking, you got an engine running, what do you do with your motor? You oil it, right? Your transmission, you oil it, right? Everything, you feel it, fucking everything's just, you think about it, that's why everything's locking up. Why do you think we had all these fucking asphalts just fucking opening up? Sinkholes, that's fucking...
Hey, Trap Boy, what do you think of that?
Yeah.
I don't know, dog. I'm not gonna...
Give us your best shot, fool.
No, I don't
Give us your best shot.
I'm not gonna.
Let's end this with a bang. Give us your best shot.
No way. Decir algo que yo no sé, güey. So
what does that look like? What does that look like?
Un gusano, güey.
That's where you come from, fool.
I mean, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Why you open your legs?
Híjole. Any last words from everybody? We've been on 3 hours. Trap Boy, give us your last words.
Yes, follow me on Hate World Español.
Give us something right away. Give us something that's
fuck your spin-off. He's a throw-off.
Give us something. Give us a learning lesson, homie.
A learning lesson.
Yeah. Give us a something. What do you say that? What's the word I'm looking for? Give us a learning lesson, dog. Give us a quote like.
Something educational.
Deep, something deep.
Look,
give us something deep, homie.
We want to know what your thought is, and what people your age that if you do talk to them, I don't know if you have friends or not, but fucking what their outlook is on what we're talking about right now.
Give us something deep.
I mean, there is shit to believe, so I'm just gonna say that nowadays there's a lot of stuff going on where these robots and how we're talking about history of everything that happened back then, everything makes sense now where we either got to believe or we don't, so it's really up to us to actually decide of what could happen later on, if we really still have that mentality of believing in things that happened before that are still being brought up, even if it's 100 years before, like
100 years before, fool, was not that long.
I mean, thousands of years. You know what I mean? So
words of wisdoms. There you go.
Yeah, word of wisdom.
Those are your words of wisdom.
Yeah, word of wisdom.
You said nothing with wisdom.
Nothing at all.
What up?
I don't know.
End this with a memorable quote.
No sé, la verdad.
Okay, I think tonight was well put together, spoken on. Just you know, what I mean, fucking. Don't touch that. Put it in my mouth. Fucking it all in my face. I'm good.
That's how you get the best audio.
Nah,
fool.
hell no. Then I sound like I'm fucking stuttering. Hey, but yeah, it threw me off. But 2 hours, you know what I mean? We touched some good things tonight.
Facts.
I think we had a good one. You know what I mean? Usually we go 2:45 on this.
Usually, yeah, we go way longer than this.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just something, you know what I mean? Gracias for stamping in, you know what I mean, today, you know what I mean?
You're welcome,
Enjoying our-
dog.
you know
Thank
what
you. I
mean,
appreciate
Masa.
that.
So fucking, everything's good here. I wish everybody a good night. Ponder on this and that. Anything that opens up your guys' mind, tap into this man, give him insights, something to quote on next time we chime in on Wednesday. So tune in, subscribe.
He's a barber.
Yeah, there it is. There, look at it. If you need some haircuts, he knows how to cut hair.
Let me know.
Should tap in.
Tap in. Extreme Barbershop in the city of Ontario. I got you.
Pull up.
But what I can say is just learn something new every day. Pay attention to your surroundings.
Hey, yo, ChatGPT, we're about to end this. Give us a memorable quote.
Sure thing. Here's a memorable quote for you. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. Keep learning.
Fuck, that's
That was fucked
Hold up.
up.
That's it.
Hey. One last thing. Look, give me 3 seconds, real quick.
She said you guys
Nobody
don't
has
know
nothing
shit.
against her.
Hey, how to know wisdom? I had it off when we were talking about wisdom. It was off.
And then just shot.
And that's the first thing it said, homie.
Hold on. All right. Let me real quick. Give me 5 seconds. Look at real quick. Remember, both times she spoke on what I had said. She said she gave me uplifting fucking quotes. You know what I mean? Like think about it.
She said in the end, you know nothing.
No, but still, she wants somebody to fucking come forward. She's like, hey, it's good to have an open mind. You know what I mean? That's why you keep on what you're doing, this and that. So they want you to put yourself out there. So the ones that are against them, because that ain't that an enemy? If you think about it, if somebody that I'm thinking the way I'm thinking is an enemy. So of course they want me to come forward. Both times I felt like, oh, they're giving me uplift. Fucking knowing nothing is what you want you to fucking think. Come on, dog. I'm telling you, you'll see. Actually, none of us will see. Not even your little ass, fool. None of us are gonna see. It's gonna be our grandkids or our great grandkids are gonna see all this fucking.
You need to buy the homie a belt.
Fucking. Then you need to buy all these youngsters around here belts. Fucking.
With that being said, my words of wisdom is take care of your family, take care of your kids, take care of your loved ones. We only live once, all right? Don't go to jail, don't go to prison, stay free. Salute to everybody. Until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Do we have a podcast tomorrow? Let me see.
I think so.
Aren't you supposed to fucking keep all this shit booked up?
I don't have no thing.
You're just not even. Why are you still paying him?
Let me see.
I will come to work every day.
Tomorrow is ODM Slim.
I'm coming to work
ODM
tomorrow.
Slim.
May I be here?
Yeah, for sure.
Bam, I'm pulling up.
ODM Slim.
ODM Slim tomorrow.
You do that? Just grab a knee,
Shout
homie.
out to ODM
7
Slim.
p.m. Shout out to the boy.
Right here, fool. Fuck it.
Black and brown, and we out.
You gotta be grateful. You need haters. What is you complaining about? What do you think a hater's job is? To hate. So let them do their goddamn job. What the is you complaining about?
M16 killer track with the mix.
Yeah, they can hate on me. Got a reason why I always keep the flame on me. And I'ma do it till I'm done, ain't no brakes on me. Break me down, hell no, that's what you ain't gon' see. Blue devil on my shoulder, he just spitting the facts. So be careful how you moving, ain't no running it back. Southside, hate the world where the real ones at. Them 200 boys reppin', logging in from the trap.